Another is an anime that's universally loved by fans of anime or just casual viewers. I'm not one of those. Wait, come back, listen. I will mention the positives of this anime because I don't want to hear anybody saying that I'm another cynic or negative reviewer of stuff that likes to be contrarian for the sake of being contrarian. There are some things that don't make sense to me and I like to share it with everyone. Who knows, maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. At the end of the day, if you like this anime, then you'll like it. Just because I don't like it, that doesn't mean you have to dislike it too. Don't be sheep and form your own opinion. Well, my opinion of this anime is that it sucks. A lot of the visuals are going to be a still image in order to avoid any copyright stuff. The original version of this was a nightmare to upload. Let's begin. The positives. This anime looks absolutely positively beautiful. The backgrounds look great, the character design looks gorgeous. Combine them together, there's this beautiful but creepy atmosphere, like something is hiding in plain sight, just waiting for the right time to pounce on the viewer. Can't say much about the music because music is subjective. I'm more focused on the visuals and writing of a show. Although the opening music is kick-ass, I can't play it because it's gotta get struck immediately, so go listen to it on your own time. Also, if I had to say anything about the music, I guess it could be that it suits the atmosphere. It does what it does. The combination of both visuals and music makes it amazing. Wouldn't that be applicable to any show that's been released ever? Even though I play various instruments like guitar and piano, I don't know what to say about the music. Since nothing ever sounds out of place, I guess the music does its job well. I can never understand how reviewers are able to describe music in media. It feels like it's something to cross off the list of what to talk about in reviews. By the way, I did say that the anime is beautiful, right? The visuals are very appealing to the eyes. No one can argue that these visuals and art style are absolutely stunning. I wanna argue that the manga has better visuals. If I were to somehow give a rating for the anime's visuals, it's like a 9 out of 10, while the manga is a 10 out of 10 for me. Just because I like the visuals of the manga better than the anime, that doesn't mean that I agree that the anime has terrible visuals. Both have great visuals. I just think that the other looks a little better. The manga has this distinct style that lets you immediately know that this story is gonna get dark and depressing. The expressions on this panel, you really feel she's been going through a lot. What happened to make her feel like this? Not like in this part of the anime where she's just being cute but creepy. Not to sound like a nitpicker, but having seen numerous anime characters with big eyes, it's kinda refreshing to see something other than the all too familiar big eyes. The manga can look very empty because lots of panels have no backgrounds, but sometimes it does. We also see them emote like people, while in the anime, the way they convey emotions is stiff. I guess all the animation budget went to their executions? I think I need to make a separate video on the manga and its difference with the anime. It's also why I love High Score Girl. It's on Netflix. I'm glad the show stayed true to the manga's art style. When I read the manga, a lot of people commented that the manga's art style looked like it's from a horror artist. Well, the author actually made other horror manga. I recommend you give it a try. And also, since the show focuses a lot on the games, it looks like the show is like a cutscene from a game. It's fucking brilliant. I fucking love this show so much. Sorry, I got off topic. Let's go. Episode 1 begins with some narration about a girl named Misaki. This happened 26 years ago. She's some popular girl that died due to some accident. Then instead of letting the dead be, I don't know, dead, some asshole pointed to Misaki's desk and said, "Misaki's not dead, she's right there." They said it was all an act, so I don't know why all of them played along. Wouldn't that piss off Misaki's best friend? She's popular, right? Or send that person whoever started it to an insane asylum? Apparently everyone's a joke. This isn't a classroom, it's a circus. They all acted like idiots until graduation. Even the principal and teachers are in on this. Do Misaki's parents know this? These are the people that are teaching our youth. How can an idiot teach another idiot where they're an idiot? Wow, stupidity really is contagious. Then the rest of the narration is cut off with a kick-ass opening. The cool thing about this beginning is that it made me immediately curious. What happened next? It got me hooked that this is going to be great. What a strong beginning. What's sad is that I was holding on to that feeling all the way to the end. I don't want to get ahead, so let's continue. We see this guy on a hospital bed. This guy is our main character. We're immediately shown that he just got here, his dad is away, his mom is dead, and he's gonna live with his grandma and auntie. With so few words, I can understand why anyone would say that this show's writing is amazing. I love this part because the lower parts are a little dark while the light, while not directly at them, is lighting the room. It's like there's darkness all around them, but there's still hope, which is not directly at them though. This is great. Then we get an image of a creepy doll thing. What? What was the point of that creepy doll thing? Oh no, people are getting bored. Quick, show something spooky. Great job, director. Then cute nurse girl strikes a conversation which immediately went nowhere. Like, what was that? What was the point of that? Then we cut to three students standing in front of main character's bed. We were never shown how the three went in. This is how it happens. They're just standing there in line like they teleported. It's funny to imagine that they all formed a line and went to their positions. Main character and nurse girl are like, should we say something? Should we wait for you to finish getting in line? Okay. They look at each other awkwardly, which is hilarious. Cute nurse girl breaks the silence by leaving them. It seems even she can handle whatever the hell this is. Wait, come back! I need something cute to look at! The three introduce themselves. The glasses guy is Kazami, glasses girl is Sakuragi, no, not that Sakuragi, and Twin Tails is Izumi. So they're like people pretending to be people because they hilariously stand there like aliens. Main character's like, yo, what do you want? Glasses guy's like, oh right, the script. Thanks for reminding me. The whole time, there's this sinister background music which is kind of funny to me because it makes you tense and stuff. But when I imagine it happening in real life, it's so hilarious. I'll be like, why do y'all talk so weird? Get to the point already. They signal Glasses guy to do something. We finally know part of our main character's name. Sakakibara, that's a mouthful. I'm just gonna call him Guy. Twin Tails offers her hand and they both shake hands. Once they do, the music in the background fades, like some sort of relief has been given. This is great. Oh no, people are getting bored, show something spooky again. Great job, director. Then we see Guy enter the elevator. It's weird to me how he entered the elevator and never pushed the button. What was the goal here? Occupy the elevator? For who? For your own selfish needs? Did you mistake the elevator for the toilet because you're full of dumb shit in your head? He realizes that there is a girl with an eye patch behind him. He gives her space, thank goodness, and observes proper elevator etiquette, which is to mind your own goddamn business. There's this long awkward scene of them not doing anything while some spooky music is being played in the background. It's like it's giving the viewers new ideas to use for wallpapers or something. I really have no idea where Guy is going. He still hasn't pressed the button to his destination after all this time of waiting. He then asks Eye Patch if she's from Yomi North, the school he's going to attend soon. Eye Patch, understandably uncomfortable with a stranger asking a question, nods politely. Then he asks if she has something to do in the basement level. What the hell? How about you mind your own business? Why do you care? I don't know if it's a natural thing where they're from, but where I'm from, it's considered rude to ask someone's business. If it's friendly conversation such as, you're going to school? I'm going to school too. Or I don't know, introduce yourself first by stating your name. That would be fine. It's so weird he's asking her what she's doing without asking her name first. Is this an anime only exclusive culture thing? Eye Patch says she's delivering something. Her poor other Her poor other half is waiting for her there. I immediately burst out laughing when I read that. Who talks like that? No one in the world talks in a cryptic manner, unless you're in a Dungeon and Dice campaign. He waits until the last moment to ask her name. What took you so long to ask her name? After a long while, she finally answers with Misaki Mei. Oh no, remember the narration from the beginning? A person named Misaki died 26 years ago? Could this be the Misaki from that beginning? Narration that was talking about? Guy looks up to see that Eye Patch was headed to the morgue. Oh, spooky. Great job, director. It is also funny to me because this anime wants you to take it so seriously. Imagine this happening in real life. It's so funny. Oh wait, there's a movie of this. Oh god. Next scene is we're at Guy's house. Dad calls him on the phone to check up on Guy. Then Dad says to say hi to his grandparents. Very subtle foreshadowing. Brilliant. Then there's this flashback of Auntie saying to uphold the rules of the class. Then before Auntie says the fourth rule, even though we never mentioned 1, 2, 3. What are 1, 2, 3? We get cut off by Grandma. Curse you, Grandma, for reminding me of breakfast. Who do you think you are to care for my health? How dare you cut off the part of the fourth rule? What is the fourth rule? Does Guy know? If he does, then why doesn't he show us to the viewers instead of hiding it from us? What is the point of that? Isn't the main character like a window for the viewer? So what he knows, we should know. What he doesn't know, we shouldn't know. So why hide that all important thing? Whatever, maybe I'm being impatient? The more I age, the more I get impatient. Maybe I'm just afraid that one day, all of this, all of what I'm doing, will suddenly disappear. Hey, it did disappear. Would you look at that? Anyway, you see Grandpa in front of an altar of someone and it's conveniently dark. Oh, here's a spooky doll image. I don't know. What is the point of that? Great job, director. We're now in school, which is very quiet. I'd love to be in a quiet school. It'd be the perfect place to sleep. This anime really loves its silent, standing around like mannequin thing going on. What is up with that? So they're all silent and teacher sounds creepy while all played seriously.
3組の新しい仲間として仲良くやっていきましょう。
They really want to show how spooky this anime is, but it just comes off as hilarious to me. How about you stop sounding like a creepy weirdo and talk like a normal person would? Anyway, after its introduction, it's the typical classmates ask transfer student questions and stuff. I honestly wanted more of this type of conversation. It's smooth and natural, because what I noticed with this anime is that it always tries to be creepy. Since it's always creepy, I got used to its creepiness in a short time, which negates the creepy atmosphere it tried to build up. There's an anime called Higurashi no Nakokoro ni, or When the Cicadas Cry. No, not that one. That one is boring and it sucks too. The anime there starts off with a very comfy atmosphere, very silly animations, very fun characters. It's all very welcoming. It spends a lot of time making the viewers feel like this place is a fun and friendly atmosphere. But when the signs of something sinister is lurking just behind the corner of our eye, we're now in denial. There's no way this fun and happy place is hiding something sinister, right? Because we've gotten so used to seeing this place as something peaceful that the thought of something horrible is hiding in front of us seems impossible. We're paranoid, we're in denial, we refuse to accept that this is the reality. It's amazing how the once friendly place we've come to love is now a place we've come to fear. Since another loves the scary atmosphere so much, I've gotten used to it immediately and got bored very quickly. But at least it's still pretty to look at. +1. If another focused on being in a normal setting with normal people, without being obvious that everyone's hiding something, it could have worked. But it didn't, so it doesn't do anything for me except looking ridiculous. Glasses guy signals whoever this guy is. What the hell was that? Apparently another doesn't know what subtlety is. There goes the surprise factor. If it's obvious that there's something hiding here, then why even keep it a secret? It always makes me laugh that we're given a scene where they talk normally, then have weird images like, yeah, we aren't suspicious at all. If you want subtlety, then I highly recommend watching the Cornetto trilogy. Those are Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and At World's End. Definitely recommend At World's End for subtlety, because if you pay attention to the background, you'll see that there's always something relevant going on. It's amazing, that movie. Next scene, we see his class and only his class do physical education. Some conversation, it feels like they're triggering a death flag. Then comes Glasses Girl. Wow, she is cute and I love her voice. She explains that the class is excluded from the other classes in PE. Gee, I wonder why. Guy then asks Glasses Girl, where's Misaki? Oh, subtlety, where art thou? She says, who? What is the point of feigning ignorance when the anime has already shown that it really bothered Glasses Girl when she got asked that? Then Guy looks up to see eye patch on the rooftop. What the hell? The timing is perfect. So Guy goes up to the rooftop and talks to eye patch. They talk weirdly and Guy asks if she's drawing. I don't see the point of her hiding that sketchbook now though. You think Guy hasn't seen it already that you got a sketchbook? You looked at him when he got here and look how wide that is. You think your back has enough width to hide that? Are you stupid? Then something silly happens. He asks, how do you write May? Which he answers with the characters cry, resonate, and scream. Oh, scary. Great job, director. Hey Clef, how do you write your name? With a pen. The letter C-L-E-F. Then he asks if she remembers their encounter at the elevator. She shakes her head to shock the viewer and ask themselves, but wait, then who was in the elevator with Guy? She's deliberately doing this on purpose. It's fucking stupid. Why don't you know that? Then when he mentions that she got off at the second basement level, she asks, did that happen? Bitch, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Instead of answering her question, Guy went ahead to ask another question. Shouldn't we confirm first that she was the person in the elevator with us at the time? Whatever. It's scary. Great job, writer. He then asks what she did at the basement, that she was delivering something, then a doll. Then she cuts him off because what the hell is that stupid rapid fire questioning? Which one do you want to get answered first? How the hell is she gonna answer your questions without giving her time to respond, you fucking dumbass? She then says something very sad happened that day. That really doesn't answer anything though. What the hell happened that day that is very sad? Are you gonna elaborate on that? No? Okay. She then says her classmates haven't told you yet. I have no idea what the hell she's talking about. She says that Guy's name is associated with death. Cool, I guess. I'd be flattered if I knew that my name was associated with a cool word like death. It was a Japanese word for mega, so that Guy can be called Mega Death. She goes on that this class is associated with death. Then she asks again if Guy really doesn't know. I guess Eye Patch can't see the obvious that Guy really doesn't know. Guy asks, what about? Then she says, you'll find out soon enough. That really doesn't answer anything. If you know, then tell me. What the hell is with all this creepy wording? Oh, you don't know? You will. Oh, you're here? You won't be. What is this crappy writing? She says that guy shouldn't get close to Eye Patch and to stop talking to her. He asks, why? Valid question. Then she answers with, you'll find out soon enough. Again? Why can't I find out now? What are you waiting for? Why wait when you can tell me now? If you can't tell me, then can you at least put it in writing? Any type of communication that doesn't involve talking? Then she says goodbye and says guy's name in a weird way. Wow, scary. Oh, I'm pissing my pants. Great job, director. We see Guy riding a car while it's raining, and he sees Eye Patch standing in the rain like an idiot. I can't help but laugh out loud when I saw that. Are you kidding me? It's been drilled into my head that whenever an anime character gets rained on even slightly, they immediately get a cold so severe that they're unable to move around, but not Eye Patch. She's built different. All other anime characters that catch a cold quickly are fucking weaklings. Then the episode ends. The episode ended with me rolling with laughter on the floor. They built this super creepy atmosphere, which I immediately gotten bored of, and then have these weird questions and answers that make no sense at all. No one in the world talks like that. Why did anyone give any clarifications on what to be aware of to the transfer student? And why do they talk so weird? I don't know. Maybe episode 2 will finally give us an answer. Also, the ending song, I didn't listen to it because since it ended in such a weird way, I was left unsatisfied and went to check on episode 2 immediately. The only anime ending song that I love listening to was in that one anime called Rama 1/2, or is it Rama half? I don't know. The ending song is called Equal Romance by Coco. I love that song. I remember being called gay in high school when I was humming that song. I didn't care back then, and I don't care what anyone says. That song is awesome. Now that I think about it, how did he know the song when I was humming it? Weird. Also, the ending song for Samurai X is Gonna Rain by Bonnie Pink. Man, those are good songs. Sorry, I went off topic again. Can I at least talk about something I like, since I'm gonna spend time talking about stuff I don't like? Episode 2 begins with beautiful backgrounds, wallpaper material. Okay. Guy says hi to Eye Patch while creepy music again plays in the background. Eye Patch says, why? Then, are you okay with this? I understand they had a conversation in the previous episode about Guy to stop talking to Eye Patch. A day has passed, Glasses Girl visibly disturbed, and no one in class, which has more than 10 people, ever thought to tell Guy anything? At least a text message, a call to the phone, a visit to his house. There's 24 hours in a day and nothing happens? If they so desperately want to keep something a secret, whatever that is, then why aren't they taking the necessary precautions? Any initiative? Plan A? Plan B? Nothing? Maybe I'm just impatient or something. Eye Patch warns Guy that it may have already begun, and in my head, what are you even talking about? Speak English for God's sake, enough with this cryptic nonsense. Again, no one talks like that. Skip the intro. More wallpaper material. We get a scene of them doing art stuff. Then Guy whispers, she's not here. Oh no, I'm bored. Here's another spooky image. I don't understand why Glasses Girl is being calm during all of this. I thought it was a pretty big deal that Guy mentioned Eye Patch in the previous episode. But whatever, maybe I'm just impatient or something. We see Guy and other guy have a conversation, then other guy joins in. Other guy slips out that he ended up in the cursed class 3. It shocks everyone, and finally, other guy is going to explain to us what the hell is going on. Other guy then says, it's a bad idea. But why? What is this cursed class? What are the secrets that you all are keeping? If you don't explain the pros and cons of this secret, wouldn't Guy do something stupid to find out this secret? Like right now. Guy sees Eye Patch on this room. He goes in while the other guys just let him. I mean, they say to not go there, but no one really ever tried to prevent him going in there. A hand to his shoulder, block his way, nothing. Okay. Guy says hi again to Eye Patch. She doesn't answer because ooh, creepy. Eye Patch says, they didn't stop you. Yeah, what the hell? If Guy can just waltz right in to talk with Eye Patch whenever he wants, then isn't this whole curse thing not that all important and severe? They talk about art stuff. This one part irritated me. Eye Patch says, she's going to give her drawing enormous wings. Then Guy says, is she an angel? She replies with, who knows? Wearing God's beautiful green. Well, actually, rusty green. There we go. Rusty green earth, do people talk like this? He asks, why was Eye Patch standing in the rain brooding like Batman? She says, I don't hate the rain. Well, I don't hate lava, but you don't see me bathing in it. He doesn't find that weird, which is weird, and proceeds to ask her what happened with her left eye. She says, do you want to know? I'm like, yeah, he did ask. Then he immediately takes back his question. It's like getting his boner immediately limp on command. What the hell? Then why even ask that? Can we get something that actually goes somewhere? The bell rings and some old guy appears. He says, we're welcome here anytime we like, but not right now though. I mean, yeah, we're students. We have the right to enter the library. What is this writing? It's so Bored, here's a spooky image. This is such a weird editing choice. Always cutting to some spooky image. Next scene, we're in Guy's house. We see Guy and Auntie have a nice conversation about what Guy wants to do. Auntie is gorgeous. Snore, spooky image, great job, director. Next scene, we're in the hospital with nothing but silence. Then we get loud noises. Oh no, that made me jump off my seat is what I would say if that actually happened. But it didn't. Great job, director. We then see, hey, it's cute nurse girl. So the two hang out and I'm confused. I know they're friendly with each other, but is she a relative? A friend of a relative? Is she just friendly with every patient here? What is her relationship to Guy? I don't know. I think this is one of those instances where exposition is needed here. It should be in episode 1 where we hear Guy narrate that this cute nurse girl is Asinine Mizuno. Yeah, it's weird that no one ever mentions her full name. I had to go to a wiki to find that out. She's the nurse in charge of Guy's care during his stay at the hospital. They became quick friends when they both shared their love for horror stories. I again had to go to a wiki to find about all of this. Because seeing them being all friendly here in this scene, I felt like there was something missing. Anyway, Guy asked cute nurse girl if there was someone who died on Monday or if she saw eye patch in the hospital. She says someone died on a Monday, not sure if they were a boy or a girl. He asked for the dead person's name. Cute nurse girl will call Guy if she finds out their name. Lucky bastard is the number of cute nurse girl. Next scene, we hear a creepy teacher with his creepy teacher voice. It's so stupid. We see that eye patch isn't here, but Twin Tails is looking at us. Does she like us? Blush? Well, not really. I'm old. I know enough that it's too good to be true. Next, Glasses Girl and Twin Tails calls Guy for something while being drowned in sinister music. Then we get a reminder of the show's title. What? Those spooky image? Great job, director. So, Twin Tails is grilling Guy about stuff which should have been done since episode 1 in public, where there are students around. I mean, the perfect opportunity should have been in the hospital and stuff, but whatever. Twin Tails says in public, where everyone can hear her, and also the person directly in front of her that they want to keep a secret from, that this is part of being the head of countermeasures. Stupid fucking... Guy immediately asks, what exactly does the head of the countermeasures do? The funniest thing is that everyone is shocked that Guy asked that even though you were saying it in front of the person that shouldn't know about all of this. The signs of why I think this anime sucks are showing. She says she's in charge of protecting the class. Guy is still confused, which is understandable. Protecting from what exactly? Twin Tails just says, she wants Guy to understand the situation their class is in and the rules we must follow, which are... Does anyone remember giving anything about what situation their class is in or what rules there are that we follow? I know in episode 1 that Auntie Gorgeous wants us to follow the rules, but what are the rules? They never said anything about what the rules are. How is Guy and also the viewer supposed to understand anything if the basics of communication is not being followed at all? Glasses Girl and other guys stops her again for some reason. What the hell? This is getting irritating. Guy doesn't know. The viewers doesn't know. We're being left out. No one wants to talk about the rules. No one clarifies anything. I'm beginning to lose what little care I had for in this anime. Crap, it's only episode 2 and I'm already getting fed up with this anime? Damn. Then silence and some moving wallpapers. Twin Tails raises her voice and says that she misses one day of school and this is what happens. I'm like, what? I know you missed a day in school, but you were in the hospital with Glasses Guy and Glasses Girl. You could have explained everything to Guy there, but you didn't. Why didn't you? Like I said, a text, a phone call, a house visit, anything 24 hours in a day. Really? Guy leaves because this conversation is going nowhere. They could have stopped it, but they didn't. I don't know why. Why did you... Guy follows Eye Patch for some reason. Stalker much? Crap, we don't know what to write. Quick, give beautiful visuals. Great job, director. This goes on for a while. What the fuck? It's so boring. Oh crap, they're getting bored. Quick, proceed to the next part of the story. Great job, director. Guy sees that this building is creepy. Wow, it's so creepy. It's so very distinct from the other creepy visuals that we've seen so far in this fucking anime. Cute nurse girl calls Guy and says that the patient who died on Monday was a junior high school girl. Oh, shocking. She says her name is Misaki or Masaki while the connection gets interrupted. Well, ain't that convenient. Guy enters the building anyway knowing that information from cute nurse girl. He is greeted by a weird grandma that talks weird and sits weird. I think it's funny that all this time, she's just sitting there waiting for someone. I like to imagine she's probably moving like a normal person and when she hears the door open, she then positions herself to be very scary. It's so stupid. Then weird grandma says, I have no other customers here in a creepy tone. No one talks like that for God's sake. So he looks around. Whoever directed this anime was probably like, yes, the perfect opportunity to put more creepy images of dolls and stuff. Why put that? Great job, director. What a visionary. Guy goes down the stairs and the director is probably gushing to give us more creepy visuals and stuff. He sees a doll that looks like Eye Patch. He says, Eye Patch, what you doing here? For some reason, Eye Patch is literally behind the doll's coffin. What in the hell were you doing there? Collecting dust? What in the world would a high school girl be doing behind the doll's coffin? She answers, Oh, so you don't dislike this sort of thing? It terrifies Guy while I'm laughing my ass off. She says, why are you here, while finally showing herself? And that she wasn't hiding to surprise Guy and just happened to come while she was here. Really? Literally behind the doll's coffin? Again, what were you doing there? She says weird stuff like she looks like the doll while being half. She talks cryptic. It's getting on my nerves. I would understand that she would talk cryptic or weird if she was some kind of foreign student or someone not familiar with the language or something, because no one would talk in a weird way to their fellow countrymen like that speaks their native language, native tongue, whatever. Guy asks what she's doing here. She answers with, I don't hate these things. What kind of answer is that? Is this lost in translation or something? Can't you answer with, I like creepy dolls or I'm a fan of spooky stuff? What do you mean by I don't hate these things? No one talks like that. She asks, why are you here? He says, he just found this place. She says, the dolls here are creepy. Gee, gee, you think? They talk weird stuff and says, do you want to see what's under the eye patch? Did we already decline that? I mean, no one is asking you to. You're the one that brought it up. Oh man, this reminds me of Love, Chunibi and Other Delusions. It's a nice anime, especially when you find out why she acts like that, if you can tolerate cute girl abuse. She removes her eye patch to show us the ending. Fuck. A lot of the writing here is really dumb, but in order to mask its writing flaws, we're given visual after visual after tiring visual. Maybe I'm just impatient or something. Maybe episode 3 will finally answer some stuff. Yeah. Let's see what's with episode 3. Begins with eye patch slowly removing her eye patch to reveal the opening song. God damn it, skip it. Turns out her greed eye is revealed to be a doll's eye. Somehow, her doll eye can see ghosts and stuff. Wait, what? Really? Okay, let's just keep that in mind. God damn it. Eye patch then says that dolls are hollow that somehow connects them with death. How? Why? Where did you get this information from? Sounds stupid and untrue at all. What does it mean? Or is this just some quote to put on Facebook or something? If that's the case, then every toy factory in the world is owned by the Grim Reaper. Really? They talk upstairs because this whole conversation is weird. They talk about stuff, then Guy asks, why that doll look like Eye Patch? She answers with, I don't know. Wow, very insightful. Thanks a lot, Eye Patch. Guy remembers that some person died which is named Misaki or Masaki and is an only child, which matches Eye Patch's description perfectly. Then Guy says, why are you? And then Eye Patch answers with, why indeed? Then he remembers that Grandma said, I have no other customers. Why do you all talk like this? Then Eye Patch reminds him to not get close to her. What the hell are you talking about? Then she says, you're absolutely clueless, aren't you? Bitch, I've been clueless since episode 1. No one ever talks like a person. How the hell can I understand anything when everyone says something which is actually equivalent to nothing? She repeats the opening narration from episode 1. Yeah, we know. Misaki died 26 years ago in class 3. But then some asshole said that Misaki is still here. Because of that, everyone started to accept that insanity until graduation. In the graduation pic, there's the ghost. Ooh, fucking woo. Creepy. Guy gets surprised when she says that the girl's name is Misaki. Dun dun dun. Eye Patch was gonna continue on with the story, but somehow Guy's phone rings. Remember when cute nurse girl's call was cut off because of weak signal? Well, somehow the signal is stronger inside the building. Really? Is that how it works? Is this a building where the opposite things happen? Anyway, Grandma says it's closing time and Eye Patch disappears like a ghost. This is such deceitful editing. We never see Eye Patch walk away or anything. We're shown this scene where it looks like she vanished into thin air in order to lie to the fucking viewers. I hate it when a show lies to their viewers. Next, we're jump scared by midterm. So they have this cool conversation about normal stuff, which I like. Yeah, it's weird that the most boring parts of the anime are what I like, you know, people talking like people, seeing them in a normal setting. We get to know their personalities by how they talk with each other. Beautiful backgrounds get quickly boring to look at, while good writing will stay with you forever. See Higurashi. Unfortunately, good things have come to an end. I love seeing them talk. Even Twin Tails is winning me over because of her arrogant tone and look in this scene. She's so awesome. We see beautiful backgrounds because the anime doesn't know what to write about. Great job, writer. Glasses girl approaches Guy and offers to walk home with her under her umbrella. Fuck yeah, boy! Guy converses with cute Glasses girl. We ain't gonna die a virgin, boys! He ruins the mood by asking about Misaki. Glasses girl, visibly upset, says to never speak that name in class 3. Well, we're used to sleeping alone, right, boys? And then title. Oh, thanks for the reminder. I almost forgot what we were watching. Guy, understandably not knowing anything because when one says something and actually means nothing in the show, is confused. Then other guy shows up and Guy asks him about the Legend of Class 3, which was already sent to us in episode 1 and in the same episode. God damn it, this is like corpse parties, non-stop reminder that 4 children disappeared in this stupid fucking school. It's fucking stupid. Just when I thought something will finally happen to this goddamn story, we're interrupted by Auntie Gorgeous. Fuck! Why the hell did we cut to Guy in his house with Bird in cage, then cut right back to school? What is this editing? It's so stupidly random. What was the point of that shit? Auntie Gorgeous says to keep this as quiet as possible while giving us fucking nothing. Again! When will something happen in this episode? So we see Guy in house with Auntie Gorgeous. Oh well, there's no harm with Auntie Gorgeous fan service. Then Guy ruins the mood again by asking which class his dead mom is from. Auntie Gorgeous says no, even though she's obviously lying and hiding something. He then asks about the legend of class 3 and she says to not take that seriously. Then why is everybody in the class behave like they're the ones taking it seriously? What about me? Why show everyone else taking it seriously even though they have been doing very questionable intelligent actions? She says, there's a right time to find out about everything. This is already episode 3. Can you just point me to the episode where all the answers are or when the plot finally goes somewhere? How much more dumb atmospheric mystery do you want, you stupid fucking anime? She finally answers that his dead mom was in class 3. Thank fuck! I was this close to watching something else. I'm serious. With all the nonsensical cryptic dialogue, it was like watching a headless chicken get through a fucking maze. Quick, hide our crappy writing with beautiful backgrounds. Great job, director. Guy sees eye patch on the rooftop again. Is this going to be a reoccurring thing? And goes to her. So, is Glasses Guy seriously not going to stop him? He even looks and acknowledges eye patch's existence. Stop him. Break his legs or something. Bait him. Give him money. Oh my god, something is finally happening. Other guy calls Guy's phone. He says, don't involve yourself with things that don't exist. Fuck off. I know 2D waifus aren't real, but they're real to me, damn it. Guy says, what are you talking about? Have you noticed that Guy's always asking, what are you talking about in different variations? It's because no one ever says anything to the poor guy, which in turn to the viewers. Other guy says that he'll reveal everything to him next month. He then says, so for the rest of this month, just end the phone cuts off. The real villains here are the weak fucking signals in this town. We don't know what to write, so here's beautiful backgrounds again. Fucking great job, director. Then we hear cute nurse girl saying about the girl who died at the hospital. Her name was Misaki Fujioka. Is this a flashback? I'm not even sure now because we were in the rooftop a short while ago. I don't even care to double check now. Remember in episode 2 when Guy promised to tell cute nurse girl the reason why he wanted to know about the patient's name and stuff? Well, since this involves writing, which involves thinking on the writer's part, cute nurse girl says that Guy doesn't have to tell her right now. What a genius move to avoid writing anything. Are you gonna distract me with beautiful but nonsensical backgrounds again? That really adds a lot to the fucking show, my god. Then we cut to class. Guy goes out the classroom while everyone is acting natural. Fucking really? Then he sees Eye Patch looking at him like she was expecting him. Fucking really? It's so creepy all the time that it looks so stupid now. He says, you're always done early. Ha! That's what my ex used to say. She answers with, am I? Why do you talk like that? Well, that was stupid. Here's some distracting backgrounds. Great job, director. Fucking genius visionary. He's gonna go, I don't know, fucking to Mars or some shit. It is revealed that Misaki Fujioka is actually Eye Patch's cousin and that they're close. So Guy asks about the rest of the story of Class 3. Oh, thank fuck, we're finally going somewhere with this fucking story. He says, no one will tell you. No, since episode 1, no one will tell me anything that is coherent in this fucking anime. Guy says there's something he wants to ask. Are you fucking kidding me? You said you want to hear the rest of the story, but you won't let her say the rest of the story, then proceed to ask something else? God, what the fuck is this stupid fucking writing? It's so fucking stupid. Have I made it clear that this fucking writing is fucking stupid? He asks, why does everyone act like she doesn't exist? She answers with, because she doesn't exist. Again, the show is lying to the viewers. He remembers the rooftop, which went fucking nowhere. Why did we need to get reminded of that? Then Eye Patch purposely talks like a fucking idiot to lie to the viewers that she's a ghost. She says lines such as, none of them can see me. What if you're the only one that can see me? Then he remembers her in various places. The Guy sees someone talk with Glasses Girl. She grabs her umbrella, sees both Guy and Eye Patch, gets scared because why? I don't know. Runs away. So much for none of them can see me, right? She can clearly see you. Both. She slips and gets impaled by the tip of her umbrella. That's physics for you. Great job, director. He's a scientist, physician, whatever. Really cool, but thinking how it built up to this, it literally comes out of nowhere. Oh man, she's dead. I really liked her. Then the episode ends. So, what have we learned? Nothing! Except the name Misaki Fujioka. Other than that, nothing! This episode sucks except for the execution, which is near the end of the episode. We had to endure so much boring fucking shit just for the only slightly interesting part, and it's on the last part of this fucking episode. Maybe episode 4 will finally answer some stuff. Episode 4 begins with the best part of episode 3, which is the execution, which is near the end of the episode. Okay. Glasses girl dies and teacher says to never speak of it again, while speaking of it again in front of everybody. Nice. Turns out Glasses girl's mother died, which is why she was so frantic and everybody thinks it's because of the curse? What curse? Good question. I don't fucking know. We're given another recap of the curse of Class 3, which we already know, since the beginning of the show, and the rest of the story is never followed up. No progress whatsoever, still in the same fucking place we're in. They finally say that the curse is that a person dies every month. Oh, thank fuck, we're finally given something. One person in Class 3 dies per month, including families related to anyone in Class 3. Why didn't we start the show with this, so that we know what to expect? Think about how to creatively avoid the curse and stuff, but that involves actual decent writing and basic thinking, which this show doesn't bother to have. Everything is always hidden from the viewer, and when something happens, I'm disinterested and like, what the hell just happened? Since nothing ever happens, it's hard to get invested with anything when something actually does happen. But hey, look, the visuals are beautiful, right? Why do people like this? It's like someone jingling a fucking key in front of me. Like, look at this, jingle, jingle. Wow, look at that, that's a fucking key. It's jingling in front of me. Woo. Anyway, it looks like this curse in Class 3 is an open secret since everybody knows about it, even though it is being kept a secret from the viewer. Are you fucking kidding me? Skip the intro. We see the guy in the hospital accused nurse girl. They talk about stuff which I like. And she mentions that there was a girl who died in April. What? Really? So even before Guy was transferred, there was already someone who died? So the curse started on April? Isn't that kind of important? Why didn't Guy say anything to the head of countermeasures that, hey, someone died on April and the curse has already started? This is fucking stupid. Why would you just forget about that shit? If it's already started in April, then what's the point of hiding whatever Class 3 secret is and just tell the viewers about it? That literally came out of nowhere. We get more scenes with cute nurse girl. Well, if you can't write, at least we get more cute nurse girl fan service, which is her being adorable. Cute nurse girl stands out so much because she has such a bubbly personality compared to everyone that only speaks in monotone and the atmosphere all dark and fucking boring. We're reminded that Misaki Fujioka is the cousin of Eye Patch, which we already know. We don't know what to write. Quick, repeat what we already know, says the writer. Fucking great job, director, writer, piece of shit. We're given much dialogue that we already know and goes nowhere. And also, Guy asks if she knows Eye Patch. She doesn't, obviously. Skip. Glasses girl's scene is reused because why not? Pad the time. We don't know what to write or show to the fucking viewer, but hey, look, distract them. Come on, do it. Great job, director. Fucking piece of... They talk about stuff which we already know. Again! Guy mentions the incident that happened 26 years ago. Is the plot finally going somewhere? Place your bets now. Nope, but here's some cool visuals. Then Guy meets up with... Who the fuck is this? No, seriously, who the fuck is this? No, hey, insert name here. Anything? Really? Do I have to open a wiki for this piece of fuck? Is this show designed that way? To pause and open a wiki every time you don't understand what's happening or who's on the screen? This fucking anime. So the show wants to kill this person whom I don't even know her name? Really? Is that supposed to be thrilling or something? Should I be scared? Terrified? I don't even know her name! Next scene, we see Guy enter the doll shop again with the creepy grandma and her creepy greeting. She repeats the "I have no other customers" line. Yeah, that was scary. Fuck you. Guy goes down the stairs again, see Eye Patch appear like a ghost. This isn't even funny anymore. I'm so bored out of my mind. We get another repeat of "It has already begun" again. Stellar fucking writing we got here. Episode fucking 4, everybody. She still says, you still don't know. No one's ever says anything, for fuck's sake. Guy asks again. I've lost count how many times he's asked this. What on earth happened to Class 3 and other variations of it? She answers with the question, are you going back to school? Every time I feel like we're going somewhere, we're still in the middle of nowhere. Horror masterpiece, right? just admit that the death animations are the only entertaining things here. I'm so fed up with this fucking anime. I think I'm gonna go watch Josie, the Tiger and the Fish later. I really love this story from beginning to end. The only thing that ruined the story for me is that unrealistic part near the end which mirrors the beginning of how they met. It's so stupid. It was this close to perfection, but they had to ruin it with something completely stupid that relies on unbelievable coincidences. Other than that, I love that movie. Oh boy, well, that felt good. Back to another. Next scene, we're in Guy's house. Stuff happens. Auntie Gorgeous says she got a headache. Same here, Auntie, same here. Guy says there's a right time to find out about everything, right? Let's see, this is episode 4. We're 15 minutes in. Oh my god, we're still 15 minutes in? It felt like a fucking hour. My guess is that we're not going to get the answer, and my guess is right. Then she says, remember the third and fourth rules? Bitch, I don't even know what the first and second rules are. And when she was finally going to say what the fourth rule is, she conveniently fucking forgets it. The only rule that was mentioned is the third rule, which is to always uphold the class rules. But again, what are the fucking rules? How can I uphold them when I don't even fucking know what they are? What is the deal with this terrible fucking writing? What was the point of this fucking conversation? What in the hell do people see in this anime? Next scene. They talk about how Glasses Girl died even though teachers said to not speak of it, but whatever. What the fuck? They talk about the rules which I know nothing of. It's so hard to pay attention with an anime that doesn't let the viewer in. They talk about their plan about finally explain to Guy what all of this is about, but they really stretch it out. It's like playing a jigsaw puzzle with many of its pieces missing. Who wants that? Guy enters and everyone acts with non-suspicious actions. Yeah, sure. You know what? Starting now, I won't mention the cool visuals that just waste my fucking time. All of the students are obviously avoiding Guy and he goes out to call other guy with twin tails. Will they finally explain? Well, let's see. Guy is now aggressively asking what the hell is going on, and Twin Tail says that the situation has changed, whatever that fuck is. Twin Tail says to forget about it. Guess we're still out of the fucking loop. Episode fucking 4. We are literally just going nowhere. It's torture. It's like watching the Pacific Ocean go dry. So cute nurse girl calls Guy and she says, does eye patch really exist? She says her brother refuses to talk about the incident 26 years ago or the accident last week. Really? Because we can see them talking about it. Oh, hello, neighbor's cat. Can you keep it down a bit? Not. When cute nurse girl asked about eye patch, her brother's demeanor suddenly changed and said, there's no girl like that in our class. Guy refuses to believe that and that the signal gets weak again. Fucking really? Quick, weaken the signal. We need this to be tense. I don't know. Fuck. Whatever. Great job, director. When cute nurse girl enters the elevator, it malfunctions. And well, she dies. Cool death. I really felt sad that she died because we got to see her interact with Guy. See how she talks, how she loves horror stories, that she has a brother and she has an adorable personality. If only another wrote more of this instead of padding the show with cool visuals and nonsensical dialogues that goes fucking nowhere. Then the episode ends. Why didn't we spend the previous episode with Glasses Girl and the condition of her mom? Like, was the mom sick? Was she in an accident? It would be great if we see a scene of Glasses Girl's mom going to her class and handing her lunchbox, so that when we see someone calling for Glasses Girl and she goes frantic, the viewer can also panic on why the cute and bubbly Glasses Girl that we've come to know, well, barely, is suddenly getting frantic. Did something happen? Is it about her mom? The viewer will immediately sympathize with Glasses Girl and panic with her, because we also care about her mom, and then she meets her inevitable demise. I love what they did with cute nurse girl though. Although I do admit, she still feels a little underwritten. We're given plenty of scenes with cute nurse girl, and when her demise happens, I really felt sad at that. Why? Because we got to know her as a fucking person. Even though the executions of cool animations and stuff, I don't enjoy deaths that come out of nowhere, have no setup, build up, and payoff. I think there should have been another scene where we see cute nurse girl go into the elevator alone, all happy and bubbly, then we hear a little bit of malfunction, but it goes away immediately, then cute nurse girl shrugs it off. And then we see her again one last time in the elevator for her demise. See? Setup. The elevator malfunctioned a bit. Build up. The viewers focus on cute nurse girl, and also the malfunctioning elevator was probably a mistake. Payoff. We see her die in the elevator due to cute nurse girl not contacting the maintenance elevator squad or something. I don't like pointless deaths. I'm not a psychopath. I need context leading up to their deaths. What this anime did is just going around saying nonsensical stuff that goes nowhere, intentionally hides stuff from the viewer, and distracts everyone with its cool visuals. How about instead of writing completely terrible dialogue that goes nowhere and cool visuals that gets boring immediately to look at, write characters that we can get completely invested in? I hate this lying garbage piece of shit media. What have we learned? Nothing! Maybe episode 5 will finally answer some stuff. Episode 5 begins with showing us the previous episode's only good thing. Is the anime actually aware that it has nothing else to show at all and just reuse the execution scenes? Skip intro. We finally know the complete name of cute nurse girl in episode 5. 5 episodes just to get her full name. What a perfect line to describe this anime. Slow and boring. The investigation cops do their thing. Then we see Guy talk about this stuff to his grandpa. Grandpa has a cool line that says, he's tired of funerals. That's a great line and very subtle. If only another had consistently good writing. We got back to class to see them sad and stuff and that we should stick together. Next scene we see Guy approach Eye Patch in class. He says the cute nurse girl died. Makes sense. Eye Patch was nowhere near Guy in the previous episode, so it makes sense for Guy to tell that to Eye Patch. But why isn't anyone stopping him from talking to Eye Patch? This is such a stupid edit. From this angle we don't see Eye Patch's figure at all, which tricks and lies to the viewer that Guy is talking to no one even though Eye Patch is just right behind this character that I don't know the name of. It's so stupid and deceiving. We cut to Twin Tails and her gang where nothing happens and then cut to art class. Oh my god, I'm so bored. We see other guy talk to Guy if there's a connection with those recent deaths. Other guy declines to answer any further. At this point my ceiling has more stories to tell than this fucking anime. Guy goes to the library to find an answer to this madness. He sees the graduation pic of his mom. Then we hear someone say, did you find her? What? How the hell does old guy know what we're looking for? Anyway, old guy asks, how did mom die? And guy asks, 15 years ago, right after giving birth to him. Old guy says, 15 years ago? I see. So that's what happened. This goes fucking nowhere, by the way. Why even have that? Guy gets called by Twin Tails. She apologizes because this is for the greater good or shit, which she never explains what and why. I know that this anime will never get any decent explanation for anything, but there's this little hope in me that maybe next episode we'll finally get something. We cut to the investigation boys interviewing Guy. We're basically told the same fucking shit that we already know. Fuck this anime. We cut to Guy going into an empty classroom. Then creepy teacher informs Guy that we're dismissed for the day. He asks, where's everyone else? And teacher says non-answers like, please be sure to uphold the class rules at all times. Episode fucking 5 everybody, and we still don't know the rules. Guy sees the words, who is dead on Eye Patch's table. Why? I don't know, it's spooky. We don't know how to write something scary. Quick, just write something weird, says the director. Great job. Cut to the locker room to see Guy wanting to hang out with other guy and other guy's friend. He asks, where did everyone go? And they say they went to the meeting room to take care of some stuff. Great answer. Sarcasm. This anime sucks. Not sarcasm. He asks them what the hell is going on in class 3. They can't, but they do say something will happen to Guy soon, which they don't explain shit. This part made me punch a wall for the sheer stupidity of it. Other guy says, Twin Tails said we needed to discuss something. Oh really? I was under the impression that a meeting room was a place to jack each other off. We are told very fucking obvious things of this fucking anime that we already fucking know just to reach that half-hour mark. We can't write quick repeat what we already wrote. Great job, director. Other guy's friend says, there must be a lot you want to know. Yes! Ever since episode 1! You know, I want this anime to gain a physical form so that I can personally throw it in the garbage can. Other guy's friend offers to tell Guy everything he knows, which is stopped by other guy. Should I go on with this garbage show? Guy asks, does Eye Patch exist? Other guy's friend says, Eye Patches, then gets a fucking heart attack. Well, at least it was established in episode 1 that other guy's friend had health issues. I wish we could have seen more scenes of him. Maybe in the background, simply holding his chest so that we know to be aware of him someday. Replace the cool visuals with stuff that is actually relevant to this fucking story. Why not do that? This applies to everyone in class. If someone is going to die, there should be a setup, build-up, and payoff. Why didn't we see other guys' friends simply out of breath when we see them talking earlier? This death literally comes out of nowhere in this episode. Oh no, we don't know how to write to the next scene. Here's the title of the anime you're watching. Great job, director. We see Guy in school greet Auntie Gorgeous but is ignored. Something happens and we don't know anything about it, so Guy asks fun guy but is also ignored. Creepy teacher. You know what? I don't even feel like making fun of this jack-off. He probably sucks his own penis. Creepy teacher reminds us to uphold the rules that we don't even fucking know since episode 1. What the fuck is this anime? Smoking is sad. Guy asks other guy, but he completely pisses off the piss baby. He asks front guy and he closes his already closed eyes. The fuck? Guy asks other guy, but he just says, sorry, therefore acknowledging his existence? I don't know what the fucking rules are in this anime. I read something about they should ignore someone's existence and shit, but for the rules to work, I don't fucking know what the fuck. Back to class, Guy gets up and finally realizes that his existence is being ignored by everyone. Why Dunno. Next, we see Guy see letters and then immediately cuts to meeting up with Eye Patch. Guy shows Eye Patch the letter he had and the letter says, "Sorry, ask Eye Patch to explain." Mochizuki? Who the hell is Mochizuki? Can anyone honestly keep track of everyone here? The class roster that has Eye Patch's name crossed off. Guy says, "Let me start from the beginning." Oh my god! I am gonna turn this anime off if he really does tend to repeat the same bullshit we've already seen 5 fucking episodes in. It says other guy's friend died, the class acted like Guy wasn't there, and asks if he's just like Eye Patch now. She asks, "How does it feel to not exist?" Why do you talk like that? Guy feels relief because now he knows that Eye Patch exists. Remember the previous edits where it looked like Eye Patch disappeared when they were finished talking, when she came from behind the doll's coffin, when it looked like Guy was talking to no one because of that stupid fucking angle? This is what I've been saying, that the show is intentionally lying to the viewers. What kind of stupid payoff is this? It was set up from the very start that Eye Patch was a ghost, and all the build-up that should have logically paid off with revealing that she should be the ghost, but the anime subverts expectation by revealing she's just a person. How can anyone come to the conclusion that she's also a person when it was shown time after time through the terrible fucking edits that she's a ghost? Just because you didn't expect it, that doesn't mean it's a good fucking plot twist. It's more cheap and stupid if that's the case. Next he asks, "This is where you live, right?" She says, "Yeah, but I thought you already figured this out." Are you stupid or something? He asked previously what she was doing here, and she answers with, "I don't hate these things." How is that even remotely to concluding that this is where you live, ya dunce? This also explains why the creepy grandma says that there are no customers here, because Eye Patch isn't a customer, she is her grandkids. This is such a stupid reveal. I think I'd rather watch the Tekken movie, the live action one. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm actually surprised that it was that good. I'm one of the few that actually liked it. Maybe I'll make a video on it someday. So this part they talk about stuff which actually endeared me. You finally get to know Eye Patch. I love it. I'm starting to like Eye Patch now. 5 fucking episodes in. Behind the doll's coffin is revealed to be an elevator, which explains why Eye Patch always appears behind the doll's coffin. That's still stupid though. Like, was she just standing in front of the elevator waiting for Guy to appear at the most convenient time? Wouldn't you, I don't know, use the elevator to go to your room or hear the elevator functioning or something? They go upstairs and they have a cute banner. Oh, it's a miracle. They're acting like people now. Are we finally getting something here? Let's see. Guy asks if Eye Patch exists and she asks with, "Did you think I was a ghost?" Well, from the way you acted, talked, and from the stupid edits, the setup, build up, payoff. Yes, you hollow-headed turd compactor. So she was non-existent to the others in class 3. But what about others in other classes? I don't know. It started on May 1st. Guy says nobody would tell him why. And she says, "Not explain the situation you in the first place was a mistake." You bucket of cow dung. That's rich coming from you. You're the one saying nonsensical cryptic bullshit. Basically, he was supposed to treat Eye Patch as someone who didn't exist. Then why did you fucking answer when Guy always approached you? This is also your fault, Eye Patch, you dumb bitch. Now they're in the same boat. Two people whose existence will be ignored by everybody. That still doesn't explain why you talk and act like a weirdo. Guy asks, "Why the whole ignoring existence is crap?" He continues, "Do you remember the story of Misaki who died 26 years ago?" Again with this shit! Aren't you all tired away from repeating the same fucking story every goddamn episode? For some reason, when the asshole pointed at Misaki's there class 3 somehow drew closer to death. Somebody dies each month in class 3, either a student or someone from their family, because the number of students in the class increases by 1. Really? That's it? If that's the case, if this is an open secret to everyone that even the teacher knows, then why didn't they just decline Guy's transfer or just put him in some other class than class 3? Why did they transfer him to some other school? Cute Nurse Girl even says on episode 4 that she went to South Middle. Why didn't he get transferred there? There you go. No more deaths. I know that there's a scene where the new principal Sora doesn't believe in all of this, but from the several deaths that we have right now, wouldn't the principal with, his power and authority just assign Guy to some other class? If someone says, then we won't have a story. Good! We're done! Next anime. What is the point of this asinine anime that completely falls flat on its face for a sheer quantity of stupid writing? Anyway, she says they can never figure out who the extra one is. What is the extra one? Well, 25 years ago, after the new term began, they realized that they were short one desk and chair even though they had prepared enough for every student. Guy has something sensible. Couldn't they just check the school records? She says it was useless. They tried many times. The roster and records had been altered to be inconsistent. They were just one desk and chair short. Basically, it's because of the paranormal stupid bullshit ghost power shit. We can't write anything that makes sense. Just make it paranormal something. Oh look, another bullshit line. They say that everyone's memories had changed as well. Well, ain't that convenient? Sounds impossible, doesn't it? Because it is! Guy asks, why do people die when there's an extra student? She says, nobody knows the reason, plus that extra student is someone dead. So that dead person isn't actually a ghost because it has a physical body and acts like any normal person. That dead person has a soul in its memories and don't realize that they're dead. Because of what happened 26 years ago, apparently Class 3 is now a place that invites the dead. Didn't we repeat this a while ago? What the fuck? Why keep repeating it again? Sounds fucking stupid and overly complicated that no one in the world would ever want to think about because of how fucking stupid and overly complicated all this is. This whole thing sounds complete Dragon Ball sack. To counter this stupid shit, the students in Class 3 came up with countermeasures. They tried moving to a different classroom and changed the name of Class 3 to Class C, but it didn't work. Then 10 years ago, are you all still following? Because I am completely lost. 10 years ago, they found a way to deal with the problem that prevented people from dying each month, and that is to treat one student like they don't exist to make up for the extra person. Have you got all that? Good for you. Then the episode ends. We're finally given answers while also admitting that the show was lying to us the entire time. It sucks. The setup since the start of this Asinine anime build-up payoff, all of it sucked and made absolute zero sense. It made dollars, but it didn't make sense. Will episode 6 be better? Episode 6 starts with Eye Patch refusing to participate in being the non-existent person. Creepy teacher then says, well, the calamity might start. Then she agrees. Well, that was easy. Teacher then says to never discuss it with anyone outside the class, even their own families. He says, the rules say that we must not speak of it. So is that rule number 1, number 2, or 4? How many rules are there? Skip intro. Flashback scene. It's May 1st. We see a bunch talking about the curse happening. We see Twin Tails concluding that Guy isn't the dead person because his hands weren't cold. What the hell? Isn't the dead person actually indistinguishable from a regular person and can change memories? It's why is this? It's so stupid. Next scene, we see Guy and Eye Patch talking about the rule and why they never told him about it. Eye Patch answers with, you had already spoken to me, remember? Because of that, it became difficult for them to talk about it. How is it difficult when someone put a letter to ask Eye Patch? That's kinda super easy. Why did anyone do that if they didn't want anyone to talk about that? Why didn't Eye Patch just give Guy a letter to not talk to her? She's cute, but also super dumb. Guy then asks, why does she have the oldest desk in the entire class? Eye Patch says, that is one of the rules too. Is that rule number 1, 2, or 4? Help me, anime, help me. He says, who is dead written on your desk? Was it you who wrote that? She says, yeah. Why? Then, hot mom alert, hot mom alert. Eye Patch says that Guy is her friend and hot mom asks, is he a friend from class? She just said she was his friend and also wearing the uniform your daughter is going to. A dumb hot mom is good too. A dumb hot mom is good too. Eye Patch accompanies Guy out. We see them talking naturally, which I adore. I love this writing where we see people talk to each other. It fleshes them out. If they were to remove all those beautiful visuals and actually write more for the characters, this anime could have stepped in the neighborhood of fairly good writing. During all of this, something irritated me though. She says, there was no helping my mother and me. I'm just her puppet after all. He says, that's awful. What? This writing is awful. But you're her daughter, her own flesh and blood? She then says, I may be flesh and blood, but I'm not real. What the hell does that even mean? We just got done talking about how you exist and now you don't? This writing is awful. Other than that, we get more scenes of them. I'm starting to like them as a couple. Spoiler-free review of the manga. I love the ending. These two are adorable. Next scene, Dad calls Guy and asks, how it's like to be back here after a year and a half, where Guy says, but this is my first time coming here since starting junior high. Then Dad obviously knows something, just agrees, hinting to the viewers that he knows something, but he doesn't say anything. Why? I am gonna be pissed if this is gonna reveal something stupid again. Next scene, the class is all quiet. This is probably the best scene in the whole anime, possibly the whole history of humanity's progress. Well, not really. Guy takes Eye Patch's hand and dances in the middle of class. I've heard that a lot of people hated the scene when it first came out. It looked so out of place. It felt awkward and embarrassing to watch. I don't know about you guys, but I love this scene because something finally interesting happens that went way beyond what I expected. We're treated in slow and boring atmosphere. I almost fell asleep multiple times. Watching this felt like fucking torture. Then we see them dancing in the middle of class because the whole class denies their existence. They can basically do anything they want. It's brilliant, only to reveal that it was all Guy's imagination. I think this is the start where he started to develop something for Eye Patch. Don't forget, they're still in middle school. I remember I would daydream about my crush doing something terribly embarrassing like touch hands. I know, I'm such a dirty person. I'm stained. I can never be clean ever. Guy blushes when he realized how embarrassing that was. The two spend lunch together, so she can act like a normal person. Why did you talk and act weird since the beginning? There's still no answer to that. Eye Patch asks if Guy can make her something to eat someday. Aw, that's so. Their interactions are really cute. We got back to class, which nothing happens. They got back to them hanging out. Such a weird editing choice. Then a montage of them hanging out. Oh, so that was the start of the montage. Okay. Next scene. They're at the art club where everyone greets Eye Patch. Really? fucking... Didn't they say that we shouldn't talk about this outside of class 3, even though it's an open secret that they should uphold the rules which state to ignore her existence, but they still acknowledge her existence? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Other guy then enters and says that he got something important to talk about with the others, leaving Guy and Eye Patch behind, which they shrug off. Cut to the library with them hanging out, and Eye Patch asks, which is Guy's mom? This is good relationship building. I thought I felt dead. Now I feel a little fluff. So this show can do something good. Old Guy joins in the conversation and says, there are two non-existent people now? Wait a second. If you can say that openly, why did anyone in class 3 relay the message of the curse and everything about it to Old Guy and tell that to Guy in the beginning so that all of this could have been avoided? This anime is so stupid. Old Guy says that this curse is happening in this town and in this school. If that's the case, then all of the people in town and school are aware of this fact and should have prepared countermeasures, but they didn't, and it's so stupid. Guy asks, is it okay for you to not ignore us? Old Guy says, I know connects to your class at the moment. This fucking long-haired asshole that looks like he doesn't shower could have helped in preventing all of this. We're reminded again that the curse only happens to the students in class 3 and their families that live in this place. Guy asks, does that mean anyone who leaves town would be safe? Old Guy says yes. Oh my god, another countermeasure discovered. Even before Guy sets foot in this, like a step, in the train station, the one in charge of the countermeasure could have waited for Guy's arrival with Guy's relatives to explain everything to him. My god, this anime sucks! Guy asks if the Misaki from 26 years ago was a boy or a girl. Old Guy answers with a boy. Remember from the opening narration that they used the pronoun she to describe Misaki? The anime lied to us. Or maybe that was an issue in English translation. Then how about instead of using she, why not they? Or the name Misaki instead? Because again, this fucking anime lied to the viewers and keeps lying to make it seem like there's an amazing mystery behind every creepy bullshit that's happening here. Except when you think about it, this whole mystery thing is complete fucking bullshit, that there's much more better writing coming from a 3-year-old. Old Guy continues that Yomiyama Misaki's house burned down and his entire family died. Old Guy hands Guy copies of all class rosters from 1972 to present. 26 years worth of data. No one ever thought to, make a digital copy of it for ease of use. Just saying. Anyway, those with the red X by their names are the ones who died that same year. So Old Guy says it's pointless to check the records. No, it isn't. It's important to check the records, see the differences, and find out a pattern of this curse thing. He continues with, and people's memories change too, right? That's a load of baloney. Has anyone ever tried to check the records outside of town? The curse won't reach out of town, right? How's that for a countermeasure? Are they just lazy to not do something as simple as travel out of town? Look, I'm an idiot, but if an idiot like me can figure something like that so easily, is this anime pretending to be smart? Then he says, by the end of the year after the deceased vanishes after graduation, the records revert back to their original state, thus revealing the extra student. What a contrarian. Didn't you just say it was pointless to check the records? Aren't the records reverting back to the original state an important thing to take note of? All the more reason to check the records, you dirty toilet water hobo fucking asshole. Anyway, the only countermeasure that ever worked was to deny one person's existence in class, which has a success rate of 50%. Great. Guy confirms with Old Guy if his dead mom got involved with the curse thing too, which he says, yep. Next scene, we see Auntie Gorgeous holding back her tears and Grandpa says, my poor Risco and poor Reiko. It's now blatantly obvious who the dead person is, but it takes what feels like years for this anime to solve this mystery. It's torture. Counting individual rice gives me more of a productive feeling than watching this anime. Auntie Gorgeous says something might have happened during summer break, but of course she doesn't remember. Next scene, we see creepy teacher enter the classroom with a big bag. Reveals in a pointlessly big bag that he's got a small knife. Is it cooking class time? Whatever. The episode ends. Episode 6 introduces more stuff but also reveals how stupid this curse is and how stupid everyone is in dealing with the curse. Will episode 7 get any better? Please. Episode 7 starts with creepy teacher with a knife in his hand. Skip intro. He pushes the knife on his throat. Everyone's scared, which is understandable. He waves the knife around at first. Don't know why. We gotta animate something, says the director. Great job, director. Fucking ass. Then he finally stabs his throat. This is so funny to me. I've been bored since the start of the show. Even this scene, I don't feel anything at all except for mild amusement. We always saw a teacher as a creepy weirdo that talks like a creepy weirdo. Again, no setup, build up, and payoff. We never see creepy weirdo teacher as someone we care for. Never got to know what he's like on and off school. We never have any scene that makes the viewers root for him. Imagine your favorite teacher. They're nice, they're great, they help everyone out, and you always look forward to them to help make your dark day a little brighter. But as the days go by, their once sunny demeanor is slowly vanishing. You still see them smile, but it's obvious that that smile is forced and it looks like they're in pain until we finally see them stab themselves on the throat. Remember, setup, build up, and payoff. Now that he killed himself, I'm like, okay. I'm not a psychopath. I don't enjoy seeing people die. I need context that led up to their deaths. Anyway, everyone panics. This goes on for a while. I'm bored. All that we need to know is that making two students non-existent didn't work. Next scene, we see old guy walking with creepy weirdo teacher. He says very obvious signs that he gonna do bad stuff at school. Old guy says it bothered him. Then why did you act to prevent that or help him? Backstory for creepy weirdo teacher. I think it's a little too late to care for someone who's already dead, but whatever. Creepy weirdo teacher was a bachelor who lived with his mom that is old and bedridden because of a serious illness. The mom had been murdered. The stress for caring for her and the curse of class 3 are perhaps what made creepy weirdo teacher to snap. Next scene, we see other guy hanging out with Guy and Eye Patch and talk about stuff. Twin Tails appears and says that the two may exist again. Fool, you are not a god, but a mere mortal. Anyway, Twin Tails warns them both that people might think it's their fault. This is a nice conversation we got here. I'm being honest. I'm not lying. This isn't sarcasm. This is actually really good. Holy fuck. Next scene. We see Guy and Eye Patch see Twin Tails leave in the library. What? Didn't we just... Okay. Guy asks what Twin Tails was doing here. Old Guy says she's often here since she's the head of the countermeasures. To do what exactly? Don't know. Is it countermeasure thingy? She's not doing a pretty good job at it. Old Guy then says that Auntie Gorgeous stopped by here to discuss something with Old Guy and proceeded to ask what brings the two of them here. Guy asks about the curse stopping mid-year 15 years ago. Holy fuck! Progress! Old Guy then tells us about it. Thank fuck! It was the 1 year in the past 25 where it stopped mid-year. He hands him the class records even though he said it was useless, but whatever. Remember that? It was fucking useless? Okay, whatever. Then... There were 7 deaths that year, excluding his dead mom that Old Guy didn't know of. He asked, when did his mom die? Guy says in July. The deaths stopped in August and 2 students died and something happened on that trip that stopped the curse. On this page, no one is listed as deceased. It never became clear who the dead person was that year. The trip included visiting Yomiyama Shrine, so maybe it has something that can stop the curse? But according to Old Guy, people did go there but it had no effect. That's what Auntie Gorgeous and Old Guy discussed here. Next scene, Auntie Gorgeous announces that they're going on a class trip for 3 days and 2 nights from August 8th to the 10th. Why would you do that? People are dying left and right. Other guy raises his hand to ask a question, but Auntie Gorgeous ignores him, probably due to her being scared or something. Still boring though. Next scene, we see Guy walking, then Eye Patch asking, who's dead multiple times? Then they all melt? I'm super bored right now. I don't know why Guy is having a nightmare with all of this, even though Guy and Eye Patch are getting along with each other. What? That doesn't make sense. He wakes up and gets a call from his dad. Oh, okay, I guess we're gonna ignore that fucking dream sequence. Guy asks if he has seen picture of his dead mom in school. Dad says she showed him her yearbook when they got engaged. Guy asks if there are other photos. Dad says there might be in her parents' place. Then we see someone inviting him out to somewhere and bring Eye Patch along. See Twin Tails and Guy meet up. Then Hot Waitress is actually Other Guy's older sister. It would be great if we got to know that from Other Guy himself during the previous episodes, instead of wasting everyone's fucking time with cool but stupid fucking visuals that drags on in this boring fucking anime. The two have a cute moment about the coffee thing. What? Fuck? What? I actually like this part. Twin Tails says that maybe Guy wasn't born, that his dead mom died in the curse. 15 years later, he's come back to life as a transfer student in class 3? That is ridiculous because a dead person can age. What about tuition? Where did he even get the funds that lasted for 15 years? Twin Tails laughs and was actually joking. Oh my god, she's charming me. She says she doesn't remember in her memories, but her hand physically remembers his. Cute moment. We then see Other Guy and other guy arrive. Twin Tails then sits next to Guy. Oh my god, she's cute. She's stealing my heart. Anyway, the Hot Waitress has some info on the curse. One of the regulars is a dude named Matsunaga Katsumi, or as I like to call him, Drunk Guy. She asked him if the curse happened in his year and he said, the curse that year it wasn't my fault. I saved them all. I knew I had to tell them, that's why I left it there. Guy asked, can you speak English or whatever? Can you speak coherently or something? Hot Waitress said he couldn't remember. Fucking hell. Why would I expect any more from this fucking anime? They decide to look for Drunk Guy, talk to him about this curse stuff, but can't figure out where Drunk Guy is. Or can they? Next scene, we see Guy invite Eye Patch to come see Drunk Guy, which is apparently Auntie Gorgeous' classmate. What a fucking coincidence. She declines. Why? Eye Patch then says that this doll is the daughter that Hot Mom gave birth to 12 years ago, but was a stillborn. She made this doll based on the dead daughter. That's why she says it's half her. Oh, that's stupid. What the fuck? Is speaking in a normal way too hard for these people? Are you fucking serious? Eye Patch says that she has to be with her parents at their summer house, which is outside of town, and that they'll be gone for a week. She asks if he found the ghost picture of his mom at her parents' house. He says no. She asks, will you show me if you do? And he says, yep. Eye Patch hands Guy her number. Girl number. Then Eye Patch runs dramatically to hide in a coffin. Just to say that the dead person isn't Guy. What the hell? What the fuck was that? Then the episode ends. I honestly enjoyed this episode since we see a lot of characters talking and acting like people, but I still get bored from the slow moments of this show. My favorite scene is the part where Twin Tails sits next to Guy. That was fucking adorable. What the hell? I think it's funny that I immediately forgot that creepy weirdo teacher killed himself in the beginning of this episode. That is how much forgettable he is, because we were never given any reason to care about him. Will episode 8 be better? Episode 8 begins with the dialogues, "No, I can't do that," with a very concerning tone. Then, "Just do it. Don't rush it." Then a loud noise and red stuff being splattered. Scary, right? Skip intro. It turns out it was Guy that smashed a watermelon. Another. We all know you're a liar. You don't have to make dumb scenes like this only to think you've scared the viewer. Did you really think people actually took this scene seriously? Applauding yourself like, my god, I can't believe we actually made the viewers feel uncomfortable or something. Yeah. And the others are like, yes, great job, director. We are totally behind you 100%. Great job, writer. Beach episode? Holy crap. Auntie Gorgeous in a swimsuit. Holy cow. Twin Tails in a swimsuit. Jesus Lord. Eye Patch in a swimsuit. I'm sad that there's no cute nurse girl and glasses girl in a swimsuit. God damn it. Anyway, we cut to see Guy talking with Auntie Gorgeous about drunk Guy that he stopped the curse but doesn't remember any details. Guy says that they went to a class trip during summer that year. She says she's sure that something happened but doesn't remember any details. Auntie Gorgeous is the most useless character here, but at least we got something nice to look at. I still prefer cute nurse girl though. She says, sorry, I know I'm no help. No fucking shit! Guy says, I'm fine. You don't need to go overboard. People are dying here, you maniac. Maybe we should go a little overboard, don't you think? Our lives mean nothing to you. Auntie Gorgeous says she's gonna inform drunk Guy about this. We see other guy and other guy arrived in Twin Tails with a rich girl entrance, of course. Then she sees skinny guy and glasses girl number 2. Twin Tails offers Guy to ride in her car. Cute moment. What the hell? What are you doing? Why are you charming me? He declines though. Are you kidding me? It's like winning the jackpot and you're like, no thanks. Are you stupid or something? Twin Tails then goes to sit on Auntie Gorgeous's car next to Guy. Tell me you're cute without saying you're cute. This is such a cute moment. Holy shit. Wait, is a beach episode going to be my favorite episode in the whole series? Turns out drunk Guy won't be back to Yomiyama for a while, according to Auntie Gorgeous, and that he lives in the resort hotel that they're going to. What a fucking coincidence. Then a truck passes by them, probably a Final Destination reference. Also, they're all nervous because the curse might just happen anytime now. Then some stupid music that immediately went nowhere. Suspense, ooh. We see a funny scene where Auntie Gorgeous lets loose for a bit. Twin Tails and Guy have another cute moment. We now arrive at the resort. Auntie says that drunk Guy was called to a reception, which might take a while, and is gonna call her when drunk Guy gets back. Other guy suggests to go swimming to pass the time. Guy doesn't have a pair of swimsuit, and Auntie Gorgeous says that the hotel is selling some. We see Auntie Gorgeous blush and it's adorable. What the fuck? Then the heavens above open to give us Auntie Gorgeous in a swimsuit. See them having fun in the beach while Guy sees something in the distance. Well shit, if it ain't Eye Patch, talk about unbelievable coincidences. Next scene is the watermelon thing we saw from the beginning. You see other guy putting the moves on Auntie Gorgeous. That bastard sees him and make him do manual labor or something. Holy shit. Through these visuals alone, we can see their personality. Twin Tails happily eating her watermelon. She's only serious because she's head of the countermeasure. Remove that, she's like any other normal girl, and holy fuck, she's having fun. What the hell? Eye Patch eats her watermelon more timidly because she's shy and quiet. Guy eating his but still looking at stuff because he's curious. Other guy sitting next to Auntie Gorgeous because he has a crush on her. Bastard! Get away from her! She's not. Cute nurse girl for the win. Other guy eating 2 slices of watermelon, spitting the seeds on Skinny Guy to show his playful nature, while Skinny Guy putting something on his watermelon. Is that salt? Why would you do that, bro? Holy shit! Glasses girl number 2 removing seeds in her watermelon. He's probably the type to be cool and careful. God damn it, I love this episode. And it's a fucking beach episode. How low bar of a series do you have to be for the beach episode to be higher ranked than everything else? If another stopped with the useless background and made more of this visual masterpiece, then maybe this anime would have truly been a masterpiece that everyone claims it to be, which is not, by the way. We see Twin Tails being the first to swim because the weight of being the head of the countermeasures isn't on her shoulders. We see other guy and other guy lift Glasses girl number 2 playfully and throws her which makes a splash, and Twin Tails being super adorable in all of this. We see Auntie Gorgeous relaxed but is playfully disturbed by Guy and other guy. We then see Twin Tails attack Guy with that orca float thingy. She fucking blushes. Tell me she's not the best girl. I will fight you to death, good sir. Then she gets hit with a ball by Skinny Guy because it's possible that Skinny Guy has always had a thing for Twin Tails and thought to get her attention by hitting her with a beach ball. She throws it at Glasses Girl number 2, then hits Skinny Guy's face. We see how in tune Twin Tails and Glasses Girl number 2 are. It also shows how close they are, that they got each other's backs. Oh my god, this is fucking brilliant. We see Eye Patch's sandcastle be washed away by the sea. That visibly bothered her. Adorable. Guy approaches Eye Patch and asks if her family's summer house is nearby. She says, yep, of course it is. And they continue talking. We get to know more about Eye Patch, like her dad rarely coming home, and if he does, they put on the family facade. While they're making a sandcastle, they both touch hands. Holy shit, let's go! I mean, let go, you might get her pregnant, you irresponsible bastard. Guy says, they connected? She says, yep. He says, it's not so bad to connect every now and then, right? The sandcastle gets washed away again, and she says, I suppose so. Guy is such a smooth criminal. Is this like a visual metaphor that she, quote-unquote, got wet? Oh my god, there's so many great scenes in this episode. Next scene. Other guys suggest to catch fish for lunch, and we see Twin Tails' competitive nature here since she agrees to do this. Eye Patch proud of her findings but is sad if rejected. This is the most emotion she's shown all throughout this series. She's so cute. Look at her. This is edible, right? Nope. Sad. God, that's adorable. We finally hear Eye Patch squeal in disgust from an octopus touching her hand.
どうした
Eye Patch thinking an octopus would eat her, and Guy says, Octopi don't do that, and she fucking blushes from embarrassment. Holy shit. After eating their lunch, oh my god, this is a blink and you'll miss it moment. Once the ball hits other guy's face, you can see that Eye Patch's hand covered her mouth, implying that she was laughing. What the fuck? She's displaying emotions. Am I still watching the same anime that I complained about being boring and nonsensical? Drunk Guy finally shows up. Auntie Gorgeous asks Drunk Guy when he stopped the curse thing. He can't remember. Of course you fucking don't. He remembers he left something for the curse to stop, but he can't remember. Of course you fucking don't. How the fuck? Whatever. Somehow he remembers that he left whatever he forgot at school. Convenient. When Guy asks where at school, here's strong wind. The ball flies off and Skinny Guy is gonna get it. First a fake out. Now a reel in. A yacht comes out of nowhere and it hits Skinny Guy, sliced up. Remember when the curse thing was only limited to the town? Fuck the rules, says the anime. Drunk Guy suddenly remembers that he left the thing in the classroom. How the hell did you suddenly remember now? What classroom? Don't know. Then the episode ends. This is probably my favorite episode of the whole series. There are so many visual cues. They were acting like people. They were displaying emotions. Not only that, we were given visuals that also tell them about themselves. That is how you do it. That is how you show someone's personality without needing narration or explanation or boring fucking visuals that doesn't add anything at all. Good job, you stupid fucking... The death came out of nowhere though. I think it would be great if we saw in the background other people repairing their yacht, and once they finally fix it, boom, it kills Skinny Guy. SBD. Set up, build up, payoff, everybody. I hope episode 9 can do better. Episode 9 begins with narration that leaving the town doesn't negate the curse. Now they're saying stuff like, if only the transfer student didn't speak to Eye Patch. Skip intro, we see them at what seems to be a wake of the recently departed Skinny Guy. Twin Tails glares at Eye Patch. Old Guy asks about Skinny Guy. Eye Patch said that he couldn't swim well. Old Guy says Skinny Guy might have died before the boat hit him. The injury found on his head was inconsistent with the collision to the boat. The cistern obliteration caused by cerebral contusion had already progressed significantly. Got all that because I don't know how to summarize that. According to Skinny Guy's family, they heard a loud bang from the staircase this morning. When they went to take a look, all they saw was Skinny Guy hurrying out of the door. Eye Patch summarizes that he must have hit his head then, even before the trip. Therefore, the curse already happened in town. He just died outside of it. A slow-acting death? Now that's clever. This is how you establish rules, then creatively work your way around those rules. One of the established rules in this town is that the curse happens in town. When Skinny Guy hit his head on the staircase, he shrugged it off, probably from the excitement of going to the resort with his classmates. Now it is revealed that Skinny Guy has died being hit by the boat, which will then confuse the viewer that the established rule was that the curse can only happen in town. Well, technically, the curse already happened in town when Skinny Guy hit his head on the staircase. This is brilliant! Why can't we have more of this brilliant writing? Guy then says technically the event that led to his death took place in this town. Yeah, what I said. Next scene. Guy wants to tell Eye Patch something, but he'll say it right after he finds out about it. Don't know what the hell he's saying. I'm not even sure if we ever even go back to that. Eye Patch asks for the photo from 26 years ago. Guy says nope. Next scene, we see cute glasses girl. Hey, she's back, but she's dead though. Aww. Holding a bloody umbrella. Then we see other guy's friend say it's his fault. Then creepy weirdo teacher repeat it's his fault. Cute nurse girl, aw, I really missed her. Episode 8 would probably be close to perfect if she was there with the gang. Then a cheap jump scare of a skinny guy all sliced up. Guy wakes up. Next scene, guy says that drunk guy left something in the classroom to other guy and other guy. Other guy says drunk guy must mean 9th grade's class 3 in the old building. How do you even know this? So they know the location to go but not what to find. Guy says to not tell anyone about this, which is not a good idea. Didn't he see Twin Tails glare at Eye Patch? Something tells me this whole thing could be resolved by simple communication. Guy says his reason that he doesn't want to tell anyone else is because he doesn't want anyone else to die. I'm like, what? Regardless if he tells them or not, people will still die, you idiot! That's why it's better to tell them so that they won't suspect you of doing anything that might endanger others. They decide to look around at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Next scene, guy and other guy meet up with, I don't know who these people are. Who's this? Who's that? And who's this Maria? These two went up to meet with old guy. Guy explains that they're here to look for a way to stop the curse. Wait, what? Whatever happened to not tell anyone about this? Next scene, you see them enter the art club to see Eye Patch there with no other guy in sight. She says she just got here. Other guy finally shows up. Guy finally reveals that these three are looking for a way to stop the curse. What? Whatever happened to not telling anyone about this? Eye Patch comes along. I honestly miss the Eye Patch that directed strongly to an octopus, or the Eye Patch that got sad when her findings were rejected. They enter the old Class 3's room and look for whatever they can stop the curse. Not important, but while they're looking, there's a scene where Eye Patch finds something and puts it on her head. It's adorable. The adorable Eye Patch is still there inside you. Eye Patch tries to open a window, but it breaks and is immediately saved by Guy. He steps on the wooden floor, which breaks, hitting the locker, which hits other guy. What a massive domino effect. Thankfully, both of them are fine. We see a scene where the two friends split. Wait a second. They're not using an umbrella? Why are they letting the rain hit them? If the anime wanted to have a creepy atmosphere, why not make the weather just cloudy? This seems so unnecessary. We go back to the gang and Eye Patch points to a locker where Guy opens and sees something that is taped on the upper side. Written on it, it says, "To the future students who are undoubtedly suffering from the senseless disaster of this class." Guy opens it to reveal a cassette tape. Wow, what an old relic of the past. I remember my dad having dozens of those. A pain in the ass to rewind, but I was dumb. I didn't know that our radio had a rewind function. Anyway, next scene. They enter the audio-visual room to try out the tape. Other guy finds the tape player and now they try it out. They're really slow though. The director probably thought, quick, we need to animate something but not too exciting. Let's make it slow and stuff. Weird drunk guy narrating and it says things that we already know. What part are we now where this fucking anime says things that we already know? All the optimism I had from episode 8 is slowly being extinguished. While that's happening, we see I don't know her name look like she's going to move away somewhere. Drunk guy's narration really is annoying though, but I get it. He's distraught and shit. Look at this part. First he says, I have 2 reasons for leaving this tape. One is to confess a sin. My sin, as opposed to some other person's sin. Then he says, I want to tell someone what I did and I want someone to listen. Okay, very redundant, but okay. Next, the other is to give you all some advice. It's about the extra student who gets mixed up in the class, the calamity that occurs as a result, and how it can be stopped. In other words, then he fucking says, actually, I should start from the beginning. Fucking just when I'm so glued to whatever drunk guy was saying, he immediately says, oh wait, let me do it from the beginning. Fuck this, pad the time. We don't know what we're doing. Quick, repeat the shit they already fucking know. Drunk guy continues narrating about stuff we already know, but with visuals. The only notable things that happen here are umbrella guy getting struck by lightning and leaving their dead friend behind. What assholes. Running girl slips and dies. Slip and slide? Well, get ready for slip and die. During the narration, we see the truck slowly go down. The asshole didn't even bother to put a rock in front of his truck? Really? Truck guy sees this and it's too late to do anything. I hope you and your company have insurance, asshole. Just when drunk guy was about to say the most important Another part, the gang hears someone outside. What a fucking coincidence. They panic, retrieve the tape, and hide. They really didn't bother to just ask permission to borrow the tape player? What fucking idiots. Some teacher opens it to find nothing. So he didn't hear anything that was coming from the tape player? Okay, suspenseful waste of time. Other guy sees that the tape is now messed up. How convenient. Other guy says he'll fix it. Well, how convenient. Part 2. You see, I don't know her name in the car which gets hit by something and they go off track. Well, they're dead. I don't know her name's friend sees that the truck hit her house and kills her brother. Then the episode ends. This is a disappointing episode. The deaths were boring. Well, at least the truck killing I don't know her name's brother was a bit decent. We see the setup, build up, and payoff. I like that death. It's cool that we see someone's relative die this time and the reaction to that, but it still felt like it was missing something. I think it's missing I don't know her name's reaction, just her looking surprised wasn't enough. Imagine if the episode ended with I don't know her name screaming in despair when she finds her brother be the new Super Smash Bros. The things that I like in this episode was the part where the anime creatively worked around the rules of this town, which is the curse only works in town, so seeing Skinny Guy die outside of town was a surprise, but the reason behind that was brilliant. And another was when they were all searching in old Class 3's room and we see them do things like other guy playing around and Eye Patch acting all adorable, but then it looks like everything that they've done right in episode 8, they're slowly regressing back to the things that I hate about the anime. Slow pace, annoying character dialogue, suspenseful waste of time, dragging things out. It's a grim reminder that I'm still watching the same anime that I hated since episode 1 to 6. Will episode 10 be better? Episode 10 repeats the deaths of I don't know her name, then I don't know her name's friend seeing that the new Super Smash Bros. Has been delivered in her house. Skip intro. See Twizzles cry and throw something that hits someone. She slips and falls. It turns out it was Guy. This is where they touch hands, which explains Twizzles remembering that they had touched hands before. She immediately wakes up. Next scene, other guy finally fixes the tape. Then they're now in Yomiyama Shrine. They take a picture because this might be their last lamau. Eye Patch gets really close to Guy. Old guy says, a local business donated its recreation center. A bit lavish for students if you ask me. Well, if you're gonna die, die with style, right? I sound like a psychopath. Next scene, they play the rest of the tape. Drunk guy says he got into an argument with his friend. He accidentally had killed his friend in the kerfuffle. I always wanted to use that in a sentence. Kerfuffle. It's synonymous with commotion, disturbance, and disorder. He ran away, leaving his dead friend's body behind. Next morning, drunk guy went back to take a look to find that it's gone. Vanished without a trace. Drunga went back and asked his classmate about his dead friend, but they all don't know what he's talking about. Basically, when his dead friend died, all the memories of dead friend in his classmate's memories also disappeared, which is revealed to be that dead friend is the extra student after all. To stop the curse, kill the extra student. Since Drunga was the one that killed the extra student, he still remembers extra student unlike his classmates, but that too will slowly fade in time, which is why Drunk Guy decided to record all of this for the next batch of students to deal with this curse. Well, that narration was so long that it's dark now. And didn't Drunk Guy ever think about just writing it down? Like, somewhere easy to look for? I don't know, fucking know. Remember that Eye Patch has the power to see dead people? She could be really fucking helpful right now. Just walk around casually talking with everyone here to find the extra student. Guy says, could you kill a classmate? I mean, there are several dead ones already, so what's the difference with adding one more? Jesus, I sound like a heartless serial killer. Next scene, they're discussing about who the extra person could be. Twin Tails announces something and says that Eye Patch holds some of the responsibility for the disaster without providing any evidence to support her claims. Other guy tries to defend Eye Patch, but Twin Tails says if she had avoided all contact with Guy, then the countermeasure would have been a success. She has a point though. Twin Tails wants Eye Patch to apologize, which is kind of pointless, and Eye Patch says it's pointless. Hey, what I said. Anyway, other guy almost reveals about the extra student, but breathing guy is having trouble breathing. I did say I get angry at deaths that come out of nowhere, but in an earlier scene, we see a breathing guy touching his throat, possibly aware of his own condition but shrugs it off. This is another blink and you'll miss it moment. Good one. The only thing missing is who is breathing guy? Unfortunately, he doesn't have a spare inhaler, and of course the phones aren't working. Well, ain't that convenient. Old guy tries his phone but out of range. Fuck the signal in this town. Old guy says he'll drive him to the hospital. Next scene, we see old guy drive off with breathing guy to the hospital. What? That was fucking redundant of me. Eye Patch thanks guy for defending her in the dining room. I guess she forgot about the other guy defending her as well. Fuck that guy, I guess. She says, will you come see me later? I want to see the photo. What was the point of that suggestive scene? I thought we were gonna have a cute moment with Guy and Eye Patch hanging out, but nope. Well, it was cute seeing Guy and Eye Patch get embarrassed. I think Eye Patch gets embarrassed because of her eyes pacing back and forth, even though it only did once. Eye Patch looks at the photo. She asks if Guy can tell which one Yomiyama Misaki is. I'm a back, don't forget to stretch, boys. That it sort of follows that Misaki from the beginning narration in episode 1. Eye Patch also tells about his dead mom and Auntie Gorgeous looking very alike. Eye Patch then tells her past while we see old Guy driving. Kirika, Eye Patch's mother's real name is Yukio, and her cousin's mother's name is Mitsuyo. They're almost identical twins, grew up, both got married, and Mitsuyo became a mother to her cousin Misaki. It turns out Mitsuyo had twins. 1 year later, Yukio became pregnant but miscarried. Then financial trouble at the Fujioka household, etc. The Misaki household, on the other hand, needed something to soothe Yukio's heart. Eye Patch was given to Yukio, which explains in episode 6. Remember the dumb dialogue that pissed me off? She says, "There was no helping my mother, me and I'm just a puppet after all." He says, "That's awful, this dialogue is fucking awful. But you're her daughter, her own flesh and blood." She then says, "I may be flesh and blood, but I'm not real." Is it really so hard to say that she was adopted by her mother's sister? What a pointlessly long and winding road to reveal all of this. Eye Patch eventually found out about this and wanted to meet Fujioka Mitsuyo, her real mother. Yukio didn't want that. During all of this, Eye Patch was secretly meeting with her cousin, who's her actual sister. Cousin said she wanted that doll for her birthday. Then she died, which explains why we see Eye Patch holding a doll going to the morgue. Took a long while to reveal all of that, but I think I'm all out of anger now. I just want to be done with this anime and never talk about it ever again. This also explains why she said, "It may have already begun." She still talks cryptic. Why do you talk like that? Guy asks, "Why didn't you tell me back then?" She says, "I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe Misaki had died because of some crazy curse. That's why I could only call her my cousin. There have been records of the deaths for 26 years, so it's weird to me that you don't believe in the curse." Cousin was the first victim in April. Everyone else think that the curse began in May, but the ex-student was already in class before Guy transferred to Yomi North. We get another reminder that her doll's eye can see dead people. To be more specific, the color of death. What the fuck is that stupid shit? Guy asks, "Does that mean you already know who the extra person is?" It takes an incredibly long time for Eye Patch to just say, "Yep." When Eye Patch was about to say who the extra person is, we hear something loud outside. Other guy barges in and we see a body of someone. Other guy says, "I think I fucked up." Yes, you did. Then the episode ends. Slow and boring. Eye Patch was cute in a few scenes though. They still talk cryptic nonsense, just drags on and on. At least we got to know the stuff about Eye Patch. Will episode 11 give me hope? I don't think so. Episode 11 begins with a narration from Grunga about the stuff we already know. Well, this is different. Swin tells is talking with Glass Girl number 2. She says that she remembers someone that lost her eye when she was 4. That doesn't mean that someone died though. Someone simply lost their eye, but whatever. We need drama and a reason to target Eye Patch. Why even remember this now? Auntie Gorgeous is spacing out. Then she hears something outside. Then we got the guy asking Eye Patch if the dead person is here with us. He says, "Yup," which took a while to say. Before Eye Patch could say the name, other guy bursts into the room. Other guy, after a long while, saying stuff that pads the time like, "I fucked up," etc., reveals that he killed Glasses Guy. Took him 2 minutes to say that. I'm sparing you the boredom. It's possible the Glass Guy is still alive according to Guy, and they don't do anything about it like run and check his body or something. Where's the urgency? One of your classmates is possibly dead, but let's slowly walk to him? Guy says we should check if he's alive first. Thank fuck something sensible happens. We cut to old guy driving, which immediately cuts to the 3 slowly walking down. What a weird editing choice. Instead of hurrying to check their friend who's possibly alive but in serious pain, take your time, you fucking heartless pieces of shit. Guy slowly walks to that door. I don't know why. And he gets grabbed by Stabbed Guy. He got stabbed and no one heard him screaming. I think if you get stabbed with the intent of murder, you would probably scream for your life, you know? Just saying. Instead of informing Eye Patch and other guy, where the hell are they? How the hell did they not notice that Guy isn't with them anymore? Guy peeks through the door to see it burning. Really? No one ever smelled the smoke or the heat? Why didn't he get his hands burned from the door handles? Because if you didn't notice, there's a fire in there. We see someone's body all stabbed. It's the manager from before. He closes the door, which really doesn't do anything to stop the fire, and Twin Tails hears Guy yelling. Then we cut to Eye Patch and other guy reacting. Really? Just now? Didn't you hear Stab Guy in pain or talking to Guy? Guy carries Stab Guy and says that the dining hall is burning and the manager inside is dead. Twin Tails presses the fire alarm, which of course does nothing. Other guy says he didn't find Glasses Guy. Then we hear Glasses Girl number 2 scream. They leave Stab Guy to other guy and the rest run up to Glasses Girl number 2. Twintail says to call 119 even though the phones haven't been working. Did the anime forget about this part? We cut to other guy, which is weird. Does no one hear a thing in this place? Is this whole place soundproof? He hears something which startles him. They cut to the three in front of Twintails and Glass Girl number 2's room, which has blood on it. They open the door to discover blood all over the place. Guy gets out and other guy notices. He asks if he saw Glasses Girl number 2 or Glasses Guy. Other guy says he saw Glasses Guy covered with mud, all pissed off, saying that other guy is acting weird. Other guy then says the contents of the tape to Glasses Guy. Why? Wasn't the whole plan to keep it a secret from the others? Because of this genius move, the tape recorder is gone. Then we see other guy looking for Glasses Guy. He left Stab Guy with someone else. Other guy asks, what's happening? Does he really not know? Since you revealed to him that killing the extra person will stop the curse, of course he's going to look for the extra person, you fucking moron. They decided to split up, stop by every room and tell everyone to evacuate. All the while the dining hall is burning. Other guy looks for Auntie Gorgeous. They see a trail of blood. Really? No one hears anything outside of their rooms? Other guy says that they should call the police. Did this anime really forget about the phones not fucking working? Again? They move forward to look for Auntie Gorgeous. They open the door, very dark and suspenseful music, which we get jump scared by loud thunder and blinded by lightning, where we see the manager's wife all bloody. She raises her cleaver, then we cut to the tunnel. Why? Is that a signal for something? Why would she do that? Hey look, I got a weapon, run. Why would you announce to everyone that you're a killer? This is so stupid. The three hear the screams and look for them, but it stops when Guy hears footsteps. Oh, so now you can hear something. How convenient is that? Then we hear footsteps. From the darkness, it is revealed to be Glass Girl number 2 with blood on her face. Whose blood? Dunno. Then she screams, return to the dead. Then immediately cut to other guy being chased by the manager's wife. Is no one seriously hearing this? Other guy probably tackled manager's wife, which the cleaver conveniently cuts other guy's leg. Has anyone ever thought to just get the cleaver, throw it out the window, or use it to defend yourselves? I don't know, man. Then we cut to Glass Girl number 2 almost stabbing Eye Patch, while she stands completely still, which is stupid. Get tackled by Guy. She kicks Guy in the balls. Ouch, even I felt that. Luckily, Guy was able to grab her weapon, then Glass Girl number 2 just walks away. Really? Catch and detain her, you stupid fucks! Twintail says, she listened to the tape. You found it in Class 3's old classroom, right? Ogura told me. Who's Ogura? Oh, that one. I don't know her name's friend. Right. Turns out other guy let Twintails and Glass Girl number 2 listen to the tape. That little shit! Ever since Skinny Guy died, Glass Girl number 2 has been acting a little out there. Twintails is gonna go after Glass Girl number 2, but then we hear an announcement from Glass Girl number 2. Well, that was fast. She fucking teleported to the announcement room. I didn't even know there was an announcement room here. The cheeky bitch played the tape on how to stop the curse, which is to kill the extra person. We see other guy drag other guy while bleeding and being chased by manager's wife. I don't know what her deal is, while the dining room is still burning. Remember when they said they were going to evacuate everyone? Well, that went nowhere. Then Glass Girl number 2 announces that the extra person this year is none other than our dearly adorable Eye Patch. Her reasoning for this is she knows for a fact that they both went to the same elementary school and her left eye was intact. Yet now she is missing her left eye, which means she was reborn incomplete. The Eye Patch that we now know is fake, which is stupid. Did she forget that the curse alters everyone's memories? Also, just because the Eye Patch from the past had her eyes completely fine, that doesn't mean her eyes will forever remain fine. Like, life happens to people which fucks them up completely. Like something pokes you in the eye while you're grocery shopping, or in Eye Patch's case, her left eye got infected with a disease which made her wear an eye patch. This is so stupid! Eye Patch is calm during all of this while Guy says, no. We now see classmates slowly get out of their rooms. Auntie Gorgeous says, stop, and tries to raise them with the angry mob. Eye Patch just stands there, really, while someone charges at her. She never flinches, which is weird. At least try to dodge it. Auntie Gorgeous took damage instead of Eye Patch and falls flat on the ground, bleeding profusely. Guy punches Mop Guy, but is now face to face with Asshole. But Eye Patch stops Guy by holding his arm. Cute moment. They hold hands, holy shit, and run from the angry mob. That hand-holding moment's animation was really something. Another wave of classmates appears. I don't know her name's friend holds a sharp object, and her face is ridiculously funny. He kicks her, and they continue running. They go into room 203 and lock the door. We hear them banging on the door, and they manage to break it. Really? You do know real doors are an absolute pain to break down, right? You need equipment for that. The two head out and climb to the next room outside like Spider-Man. What the fuck? It's a good thing that the window next door is fucking open. What are the chances of that ever happening? We see the angry mob follow them. She slashes eye patch, which was luckily pulled by Guy to safety. She slips and falls head first. Ooh, that's gonna kill someone. What the fuck? Is that even possible? Did they test it out on a real person? Then we cut to the other guys, then cut to the two running, which such weird editing choices. What the fuck is wrong with you, director? Then cut to the other guys again. They open the door to reveal loud noises and manager's wife's face. How did she get over there? Did she really wait behind that door and she was waiting for them to open it? This is so dumb. We cut to the two blocking the door and behind them two other classmates. Harry Guy wonders if it really is Eye Patch and not Harry Guy says, well, she is weird, which is revealed that they weren't actually behind the two. Such a stupid edit. Not Harry Guy smells something burnt. More strange cuts and edits. Harry Guy opens the dining hall which somehow explodes? Is that really a thing? Did he not feel that door handle's temperature? Everybody felt that. Well, that was an unexpected tan. Guy thinks it was the explosion from the dining hall, but how? How did it explode? Is it due to the new oxygen being exposed when Harry Guy opened the door? But why weren't his hands got burnt by simply touching the door handles? Guy asks if Glasses Girl number 2 is behind this, where she nonchalantly answers with, nope. Really? She was here all along, being silent and waiting for the right question for her to answer? This is so stupid. She stabs Guy on the arm, which Eye Patch actually reacts to. That's Girl number 2 says, it's probably the old hag. I don't know what that even means, but okay. She attacks Eye Patch, which she evades with quick reflexes. She gets caught by the ropes above here, or are those cables? Really? You could just walk backwards to escape that, but whatever. Because of her struggle, the top stairs collapses. Really? Which hangs her? Really? This is so stupid. So we wait a bit until she finally dies. She finally lets go of her weapon, which Eye Patch retrieves. Surprise, surprise. Twin Tails has arrived. She sees Glass Girl number 2 hanged and Eye Patch holding a weapon. Of course, it's gonna lead to Twin Tails thinking that Eye Patch killed Glass Girl number 2, even though she was hanged, and there are no stab wounds on Glasses Girl number 2. Twin Tails declares that she is gonna kill Eye Patch. Then Eye Patch says that if the extra person dies, all of these deaths will stop. No shit, we know, right? She runs up, and before Guy is able to catch up to her, the top conveniently collapses, leaving for Guy to not catch up to her. Wait, how come Eye Patch never got buried by the debris there? Whatever. Then the episode ends. This was a stupid episode. We are shown how incredibly stupid everyone is and how they react to the situation. There were so many things happening, and so many nonsensical things too. The weird edits, the weird decisions that they do. It's all so dumb. Even the fucking physics and science in this anime is stupid. The door handle easily opened even though it's being burned inside this entire time. Glass Girl number 2's hanging. The falling debris is a complete title holder of stupid. Every time something quote unquote thrilling happened, I'd be like, really? Well, episode 12 set me free. Episode 12 begins with the intro music. Okay. Somehow the lodging is exploding like it was in a war or something. That's so weird. We cut to everyone being startled by the explosion and they decide to run. Isn't the fire visible from where they are? And, you know, it's a fire, so isn't it enough reason to run? Did they really have to wait for an explosion to happen for them to finally run outside? This show is so stupid. We see one person walk, then two people walk. Auntie Gorgeous, then the two still being chased by the manager's wife. What the fuck is this stupid shit? We see a group running down the stairs, but it's squashed by a chandelier. Then we cut to someone we saw earlier die from an explosion. What triggers the explosions here? Are there gunpowder or gallons of kerosene just lying around in every corner of this fucking building? Then we see two people earlier again. One gets stabbed. The perpetrator is none other than cut to the two. I hate these cuts and weird editing choices by whoever directed this. The two get away from manager's wife, but other guy's leg was gotten hold of. Other guy and manager's wife begin a tug of war for other guy's life. Apparently, other guy with his leg cut previously still has the strength to pull two people to the ground. Adrenaline? Sure, why not? This gets a pass. Manager's wife goes on top of other guy, which he almost stabs him, but is stopped by old guy. Really? Well, that was convenient. Old guy says, this isn't normal. You being here isn't normal too. Wasn't the plan to take Breathing Guy to the hospital? Why are you here? What made you go back here? What about Breathing Guy? Is he dead now? Damn. We then cut to two people in pain or are dying. I don't know who they are though, so I didn't care at all. In my head, I'm just hoping that I'm almost done with this series. Well, shit. Remember the previous person that should have died from the explosion? Apparently, the explosion magically teleported her outside of the building and she's fine as well. Fucking really? We cut back to one person escaping the chandelier but is smashed by a falling pillar. You know, Looney Tunes has much more logic than this anime. We cut to guys seeing the horrible destruction and deaths, etc. Then cut to Eye Patch walking like there's no fire around. Then cut to breathing guy in car. Will you stop with the fucking cuts already and focus on something, you garbage piece of shit show? Then we cut to previous person right beside the car. The fuck? An explosion isn't enough to damage her significantly. She sees old guy carrying other guy with other guy. What happened to the manager's wife? Whatever, I don't care about the manager's wife. Old guy runs to somewhere, then cut to guy seeing short hair run toward him. When she asks for help, she gets stabbed by a knife on the back of the neck. What dangerous accuracy. Whoever made that knife, wow, you should get a raise, good sir. Wait, that's stupid. Look here, we see short hair running with no visible person in the background. Now we can see them? Is it a mistake or an intentional decision? Either way, it's still stupid. It is revealed to be Glasses Guy. According to Glasses Guy, the curse started on May, which is wrong. It started on April. And since Guy transferred here, logically, Guy is the extra person. He attacks Guy, but he dodges with impressive reflexes. I guess his collapsed lung isn't a pretty big deal. By the way, the effects of a collapsed lung are sharp chest or shoulder pain, made worse by a deep breath or cough, shortness of breath, nasal flaring. Since they're inside a burning building, smoke and fire, I don't think Guy would last for 2 minutes, but whatever you say, anime. Glasses Guy pushes off Guy, which he slams the door to the floor. Convenient. He talks and stuff, does a flip on his knife for no reason other than to use up the animation budget, then gets completely knocked out by Twin Tails. Twin Tails was about to kill Glasses Guy, but is stopped by Old Guy. She throws herself to the ground, hitting her face and runs off. They retrieve Glasses Guy outside. The people under the chandelier were saved off screen, apparently. Guy goes back inside to look for Eye Patch. He sees her with Twin Tails. Guy tries to stop Twin Tails while Eye Patch stands completely still. Why do you keep... Come on, Eye Patch. At least take her weapon or something. She charges at Eye Patch and tries to stab her face, which Eye Patch dodges. What the fuck? What incredible clairvoyance. Then something explodes? Fucking really? Twin Tails pushes Eye Patch to the ground, and then another explosion. Fucking really? Which destroys the platform? Fucking really? It's a good thing everyone's A-okay. Fucking really? Instead of stabbing Eye Patch, which she has plenty of chances to do, she puts her on a headlock, then slips down the stairs. She slashes Eye Patch on the face and kicks her, removing her eye patch. If Eye Patch said that she knows who the extra person is, maybe all of this could have been avoided. Just a thought. Why is her cheek bruised when Twin Tails slashed her face? Am I the only one who finds this stupid and annoying? The anime takes a long time for anything to happen until Guy tackles Twin Tails away. Guy says, "You're wrong," which apparently is enough to stop her. Whatever. She kicks Guy on the gut, then yells, "I'm doing this to protect everyone," which is... When she was about to kill both, a literal Deus Ex Machina appears in the form of lightning, strikes the building which breaks the glass, then cuts to Twin Tails' past. We see her crying for her brother. She kicks the can which hits someone. She runs down and slips. It is revealed to be a guy wearing a uniform from his previous school in Tokyo. She cries because someone she loved just died, and Guy says, "We're the same." Then we cut to Twin Tails bleeding. The broken glasses hits Twin Tails fatally, and only Twin Tails. Why? Was it because she was standing? Does it really matter if she was standing, because it looked like all of them were bound to get sliced whether they stood or not. Guy and Eye Patch see Twin Tails all glassed up. Amazingly, Guy was able to remove all those incredibly dangerous broken glasses. Fucking really? She then monologues that they met a year and a half ago and Guy doesn't remember. She says, "Even if you don't, you're supposed to say you remember," and she dies while something in the background explodes. I honestly felt sad at her death. Multiple people died, her close friend died. All the pressure was building on her for a long time because she's the head of the countermeasures. Underneath the cold and calculating demeanor, she was still a girl. To add insult to injury, explosions suddenly appear around Twin Tails' body even though there's no reason to explode unless this place was an old military base which housed explosives, or this fucking building is literally made out of fucking explosives. This is bullshit. Guy realizes that Eye Patch disappeared. a miracle fucking happens. Guy is able to call eye patch on his phone. Fucking really? Every ring there's a stupid edit of flames and flame sounds. It's so goddamn fucking dumb. Eye patch answers. Guy asks, where is she? And she says, in the backyard. She says she can't move. Guy says he'll go to her, but she says don't because he'll regret coming. Yeah, I do that too. Furious Fab. And once I'm done, I'll be like, why are you doing this? You're already an adult. Next scene, we see Guy go anyway. He sees eye patch. I thought she couldn't move, but nothing seems to be impeding her movement. Underneath this tree is the extra person. How did this happen? How did he get there? Don't know. It takes a long time for them to say though. Thank me for summarizing it. Eye patch says she's known it for a while letting more and more people die, but whatever. We don't want his feelings to be hurt. Again, very slow reveal. It's absolutely boring. I'm just looking at the clock hoping this would all end quickly. Auntie Gorgeous is the extra person, aka the one that should be killed in order to stop the curse. We get a flashback where she says the fourth rule is to keep her work life and personal life separate. That's obvious, isn't it? Was it really needed to be one of the rules for the curse thing? Since class 3 has the only one with the assistant homeroom teacher, then logically she's the extra person. Fucking really? What kind of logic is that? Then she says, this year our classroom had the correct number of desks and yet the curse began in April. Why do you think that is? Because the room that was short one desk was the faculty room? Fucking really? This is what I've been saying, that this anime is always hiding stuff from the viewer. They hid the fact that the desks are one short because it's not in the classroom, it's in the faculty. They hid eye patch various times. They hid what is happening to the viewer. They hid whatever the rules are. They hid the others being saved. No wonder the reveals are always unsatisfying because it literally comes out of nowhere and that fucking sucks. Eye patch is about to kill Auntie Gorgeous, but Guy decides to do it himself. It takes a while for it to happen though. All this while it's raining. Wouldn't the rain, I don't know, fucking extinguish the fire or something? We gotta do something dramatic. What about rain? Do that. But what about the fire? That's fine. No one will notice. Fuck this anime. He hesitates, which goes on for a while, then eye patch suddenly, out of nowhere, conveniently remembers that she saw Auntie Gorgeous getting murdered. I thought the curse altered everyone's memories, which is convenient for the extra person. Why are they all remembering everything now? Auntie Gorgeous falls to the riverbank. Then the murderer smiles at eye patch, which goes nowhere. From this angle and face up, he looks like Guy. Auntie Gorgeous was murdered a year and a half ago, which then flashbacks to Bird and Cage saying, cheer up, why Ray? Which implies it was repeated so much by Grandpa that Bird and Cage learned those words. Then we see Dad say, how does it feel to be back after a year and a half? Then Twintails say that they met a year and a half. How does she know this? Shouldn't the curse alter everyone's memories in town? Then Grandpa saying he's tired of funerals and my poor Ritsuko and Reiko. It's so stupid. How can anyone come to that conclusion when everything is fucking hidden from the viewer? It takes a while the building explodes. He finally kills Auntie Gorgeous. We then cut to a grave. We see Eye Patch praying and the guy sees her there. They talk and stuff. Eye Patch says no one else remembers Auntie Gorgeous and that only Guy and her do. Old Guy shows up saying that there were 10 victims. The manager and his wife are revealed to be other guy's friends' maternal grandparents. What a shocking discovery. I wish I cared. Auntie Gorgeous died a year and a half ago, was stabbed by an unknown assailant. Old Guy leaves, the two walk a bit. Guy asks when did Eye Patch figure out that Auntie Gorgeous was the extra person? She says, I wonder. All the way to the end, she still answers with nonsensical answers. Fuck this anime. He asks, why didn't you say anything? He says, nothing good would have come from it. No. A lot of deaths would have been avoided, you dumb fucking bitch. Anyway, she says Auntie Gorgeous is special to Guy, which is why she didn't say it. I think people's lives are a lot more important than someone's feelings. Am I wrong in thinking that? Guy invites Eye Patch to an amusement park. They walk somewhere and apparently she threw her phone away in the river. Why? Because she hates those? You know, you just polluted some part of the river, right? You're gonna kill the remaining marine life in that unfortunate part of the river. She says her mom is gonna give her a new one though. How privileged. So everyone in class except the two cannot see Auntie Gorgeous in the photos. Guy asks, it's all over, huh? And Eye Patch just smiles. Then the ending song, oh thank God. This episode sucks. Explosions, rain, nonsensical actions, death. This is also stupid. The reveal, the mystery, the story, it's also dumb. After the ending, we see other guy recording on how to stop the curse for the future class of class 3. What? Other guy? That doesn't make sense though. How do they know this? Wasn't it shown in episode 10 that only drunk guy, the person that witnessed the murder of the extra person, only able to remember what had happened to them? Since Guy and Eye Patch witnessed Auntie Gorgeous being killed and Guy doing the killing, it would make sense if they're the ones who did the recording. One last hurrah for this anime that immediately embarrass itself. It's so stupid. Well, we're finally done here. Wait, there's another episode? Oh, fuck me. The OVA starts with Cousin scaring some guy hitting on her. Slow build up, but the payoff of Eye Patch appearing to scare that guy was good because seeing a doppelganger is bad luck or something. I guess that guy's never heard of identical twins existing in real life. Skip intro. They hang out and I like it. We see their personalities, like how very different they are, yet still are very close to each other. One notable thing to mention here is Cousin removes Eye Patch's eye patch, and she asks if she sees something on Cousin. Eye Patch hesitates at first, but then answers with no. Liar. Next scene, Cousin visits Eye Patch's house. We get to know them on a personal level, like Cousin saying that she wants Eye Patch to forgive her for giving her away to Auntie, and all that stuff that makes the character feel like a person. I'm trying to look for something to hate, but I can't ignore something I can appreciate. Then there's the bath scene where weird stuff happens, fan service. I'm pretty sure this kind of thing only happens in anime, because I don't think anyone would be touching each other and comparing breasts or dicks in real life. One notable thing that happened here is when the two are in bed together. Eye Patch gets startled to see that the cousin might die or something. She's oozing with the color of death. Next scene, the two hang out again, but Eye Patch still visibly distraught from what she saw last night. They go to the amusement park. Eye Patch spends a lot of time on guard, looking for possible death flags that might trigger unexpectedly. Next, they go into the Ferris wheel. Cousin says, "It's like you're the eldest today." Eye Patch says, "Let me protect ya. I'm liking it so far." It's so weird to say positive things about this anime. Cousin then says, Eye Patch lost her left eye because of the adoption. Really now? I don't think so. Eye Patch says that she lost her eye because of a sickness. Oh, well, that was a straight answer. I thought she'd answer with another cryptic, nonsensical answer. Why couldn't we have this Eye Patch all throughout the series? Anyway, they have another heartwarming moment. Eye Patch sees a bird coming straight at them. It hits the door, which breaks the glass, which startles Cousin, thus hitting the other door from behind, causing it to open. What a weak fucking door. This amusement park would immediately shut down if the inspector did their job. So, Cousin falls, but good thing Eye Patch was able to reach her. Cousin lets go of Eye Patch's hand, dramatically falls, only to reveal that they're already on the ground. The fuck was that all about? To be honest, it did make me laugh. They go back to hanging out and reflecting what just happened. After a long day, they finally separate. Then we see Cousin suddenly fall to the ground, Eye Patch dumbfounded. Cut to the hospital, we see Cousin shrugging it off. It turns out Cousin has leukemia. Well shit, that came out of nowhere. Eye Patch was actually willing to have a bone marrow transplant for Cousin, which shows how much she cares for her. So Cousin's birthday is about to come, and she asks what she wants for her birthday. Cousin says she wants the doll at her place. Next scene, we see Cousin struggling and dies. Well shit, that's sad. Eye Patch hears this and is distraught. I mean, who wouldn't? He spent a lot of time with this character, and then this? She was about to punch the mirror, but then we cut to the elevator from episode 1. We see Guy enter. We now know why she went to the morgue holding a doll. Because it was for her cousin. Oh, wait a second. Why would she bother to wear her uniform giving a present to Cousin? Whatever. Guy asks for her name. Then the episode ends. After the credits, we see a scene where the doll is on top of Cousin's coffin, and that's it. I honestly like this episode. The whole episode spends a lot of time in showing their personalities. I even liked her death. I think it's the best death in the whole series. Let me explain. Setup. The episode introduces us to Cousin and Eye Patch, which is great. Seeing their personalities is awesome for the viewer to care for these people. Then when Eye Patch sees that Cousin might die tomorrow, and the viewer sees this, we're now locked in suspense. Build up. Eye Patch does what she can do to protect Cousin, which is great. We root for Cousin's safety too because we like her. Then when we see Cousin and Eye Patch on the Ferris wheel, we're scared. Is this how Cousin finally dies? Then it is revealed to be a fake out, which relieves the viewers from the stress. It's great. Payoff. When we finally thought that this would actually end well, we see Cousin collapse because it is revealed that she has leukemia and that's what killed her. That was a great setup, build up and payoff. We know that Cousin will die. We just don't know when and how. Even though the death came out of nowhere again, it is never brought up in their previous conversations. In the last minutes of the episode, we see Cousin look like she'll be fine. Maybe it's another fake out. Then cut to her suffering, then she died. Great episode. Conclusion. I get why people like it now. It has amazing visuals, great soundtrack, and the atmosphere is incredible. It's all wasted on the horrible writing, awful slow and boring pace, terribly cryptic and nonsensical dialogues though. I get that people will like the look of something, but I need more than something pretty to look at. I can't stand having to endure so much useless visuals and scenes that add nothing but to prolong an episode. There is a piece of media that has plenty of visuals and is deliberately slow and boring, and it is one of my favorites. This animated film is called 5 centimeters per second by Makoto Shinkai, who also directed Your Name, which everyone likes. I think I'm the only one that didn't like that film at all. 5 centimeters per second is slow and boring, but it is also isolating, suffocating, anxiety-inducing, and you're longing for that happy ending to come, and you will always be left with that longing feeling until the end of the film. That's the brilliance of it. You want something good to happen to these characters, but sometimes there is no happy ending, or maybe that is the happy ending from a certain perspective. Rewatching that film made me remember my long distance relationship and all the things that we could do if we ever met up, which we never did, and there's nothing anyone can do but to either move on or get stuck in the past, affecting your present and eventual future. There is a point to its dull and boring scenes because sometimes life isn't that exciting. Life is life. Although I love the movie, I'm not blind to its flaws though. This anime, on the other hand, the visuals are nice to look at, but doesn't add anything to its story. I did say that there are some parts that were brilliant, but those are really rare. The mystery is also absurd. The fun part about a mystery is that the reader or viewer can follow along with the detective. They discover clues, make theories, which in turn the reader and or viewer can make their own theories based on the clues discovered. When the detective finally puts the pieces together, the "I knew it" moment feels awesome because you were investigating along with the detective. Want another slow and boring anime with beautiful visuals that actually mean something and lots of mysteries? Go watch Hyoka. There's a scene here in episode 1 where cute girl transforms and we get this beautiful visual of her hair tangling up Guy. She literally has him all wrapped up on her, which is why he can't refuse her. It's great. The mysteries are also great, except maybe that one episode where Guy becomes a lifeguard. That was a weird episode. Another hides everything from the viewer, which left me frustrated when they revealed the answers. One good thing I can say about this anime is that it really made me appreciate beach episodes. I realized why I didn't like beach episodes in other animes because the characters' personalities have already been established, so I don't see the point of this. I just want the plot to move forward, but when I sat and observed it properly in this anime, their personalities shine like discovering buried treasure. The anime should have had more of this visual storytelling, visuals that actually matter. If I would rewrite another, I'd have the useless visuals removed and focus on everyone talking, which shows their personality. Remove the cryptic nonsensical dialogues and talk like any other normal person. Let the viewers know from the start what the rules are and have the anime creatively find loopholes that the curse can exploit. Have Eye Patch actively avoid Guy while Guy tries lots of ways to make Eye Patch to talk to Guy until probably Guy saves Eye Patch from something like, I don't know, almost getting hit by a car. Guy pulls her out of harm's way, which is why Eye Patch finally decides to open up to Guy instead of in the anime. Eye Patch continually talks to Guy with such cryptic nonsense. I would never wish this anime upon my worst enemies. This anime is so boring that it makes me want to play Corpse Party instead. Corpse Party's writing is bad, unbelievably bad, but I prefer bad writing than boring writing. Whenever I need a bad example, Corpse Party immediately comes to mind. Fuck that game, I'm not done with you. I don't like this anime. As a fan of writing and good storytelling, this is not my cup of tea. This is not even my bottle of water in a desert. But hey, at least it looks good. At least it made me appreciate beach episodes.